Previously on Junior Adventurers League. On a mission to recover an artifact called the Eye of Kimbu, our adolescent heroes met their match in the Many Hearts Adventuring Company. Led by Jrmi's older brother, Odo, the initially antagonistic parties learned to work together and achieve their goal. This week, the Junior Adventurers League are being dispatched on a diplomatic mission of great importance. To carry out this mission, however, they must cross through a most dangerous wilderness, the tunnels and caverns of the Underdark. The adventure begins on the 39th of Summershine, year 558 of Kairosha's Fourth Age. This is episode 13, The Eyes Have It. Ooh. Welcome to the next episode of Junior Adventurers League, a D&D 5th edition actual play brought to you by the creators and cast of Experience Points. In Junior Adventurers League, our heroes are students at the Gygaxian School of Future Adventurers. This is a fantasy boarding school that teaches children everything they need to know about slaying dragons and exploring dungeons. Each week, our adolescent heroes will undertake a new and perilous quest chosen by our audience in a weekly poll that will test their skills, their knowledge, and their teamwork.
If you would like to participate while you're watching this stream and give us stuff, any of us, Timothy included, feel free to make a donation. $2 gets your favorite hero healing. $4 gets them a nat 20. I mean, there's lots of options. Throw more up there, and then we'll tell you what that buys us.
Yeah, I mean, you give what you want, and then we'll tell you what insane things happen.
Yeah, baby.
We'd also like...
we like those fours, though.
We all level up.
We like those fours.
Yeah. We'd like to also mention that we did have a birthday this last week of one of our members here, so if anyone wants to donate some love to him, everyone's favorite Moss.
It was me. I was the birthday boy.
So give him what a birthday present that would be, a donation to season 2 of XP. And some awesome nat 20s and stuff. Oh, okay, you're right. No. All right, so let's get started right away. We're going to jump in with introduction. So I want player name, I want character name, race, and class. And then today's special question is, what is your junior adventurer most afraid of? We're going to start where we always start, with my co-host and creative partner, Kate.
Hello. My name is Kate, and I played Mac/Lady Celeste in Experience Point Season 1. And in this, I'm playing Jrmi, the 9-year-old halfling bard, who is very tiny and loves pink dresses, apparently. We found out. I play the kazoo. And she's afraid of the dark, among many other things, but that's her biggest fear.
Yes, a quick reminder about Jrmi. Last week, for diffusing the situation with the lizard folk and the pterodactyl egg, Jrmi earned the merit patch. So Jrmi has this week's merit patch, which means you can roll with advantage on one attack roll or skill check or saving throw of your choice.
3 of them?
Awesome. Just one of them. Just one.
Okay, we'll see.
All right, who do we have next?
It is I. My name is Cody Bushee. Hello, everyone. And in XP webseries, I play Greg and Dryel. And then also in Jural, #Jural, to the Junior Adventuring League.
Who does that?
No one does it.
Everyone does it. What are you talking about? Everyone does that. I play
super popular.
Of House Thomel. He is the father of Controldeer. You've heard of them. What is he? Oh, he is also a high elf sorcerer. But what is he afraid of? I think that on an emotional level, and this is probably not a big secret, but he is most afraid of disappointing his father, letting his father down. Yeah. But as far as his kind of a weakness, he is really, really afraid of bees. He is terrified of bees. As far as just a silly thing that he's just terrified.
I was not expecting bees.
Yeah,
I know, that's so good.
No one ever does. He's never been stung, and he never wants to be stung. You know what I mean?
He'll be like.
You never expect bees.
No.
You've been unconscious because of other things. Things have hit you so much.
Yeah.
And bees, though.
We had just introduced Theodûir of House Thomel. Who do we have next?
Hello, my name's Heather. I play Nadine, also Captain Fletch Stonehand. In this little group, I play Valqwyn. She is a half-drow fighter. She's 14. She's super great at slow motion fights. Super great. Super mature for her age. She may as well be 18.
Might as well be making out with her.
Inaccurate.
I'm super tall too. Anyway. So, I think she's 5'5". That's tall for a 14-year-old, right?
That's as tall as I am.
Right? Boom. Yep. That's about how. No, I was like 5'7" at 14, so she's a little shorter than me.
Anyway.
So there we go. Anywho, yeah. Anyway. I think what she's most afraid of is actually something a little emotional too, not really a physical thing. She just never wants to be alone. Like, if she's ever alone in the room, she's just like, she doesn't ever want to be alone. It just freaks her out. Because she always, like, traveled with a group of people. She's always, like slept with, like, 10 other people around. Like, she never, ever has been alone, and I think it's because she's afraid of it.
That's fascinating. I did not know that. I love this.
Yeah,
cool.
There you go.
And last but not least, the birthday boy himself.
Uh-huh.
That's me. My name is Kevin.
Hi, Kevin.
Hi,
It's okay.
Hey, Kevin.
Happy
Look at Barnarel.
Okay.
Sorry.
So anyways, I played Zydromedes and only Zydromedes in the web series, who's definitely not Gandalf. And in this little number that we're doing currently, I'm playing Moss, the Druid of the group, the very cool, very stinky Druid, who is also a dwarf, and he's really cool. He now is the mother of a pterodactyl.
Yes.
They call
You're the
him
mother of pterodactyls.
Soon he'll conquer worlds with these
Yep.
pterodactyls.
Why is he not the moss of pterodactyls?
Well, he is the moss of pterodactyls.
He's the
but
moss
it's-
of
So have you named your pterodactyl?
You know what? I was running through names in my head. I think I was thinking about Rugger,
Oh no! No,
but I'm not going to name it Rugger. And I thought then a bunch of names, but I mean the only name that truly makes sense for Moss to name this pterodactyl is Rocky.
Rocky? Oh, I like that a lot. I like Rocky the pterodactyl.
It just makes sense.
Really, really good.
Yeah, cool. Rocky. So I'll leave this up to you, Moss, as to whether or not you think you would bring Rocky on this adventure. Rocky is still pretty young and kind of like awkward and cumbersome, can't quite fly, would still sort of be. It's only been about a week since Rocky
Wait,
hatched.
it's still in a backpack though. It's not like big yet, is it?
No. It's still basically the same size that it was before. It's probably like, to you, it would be like the size of a dog. To an average person, it'd be like the size of like a house cat.
Yeah.
So it's up to you whether you want to bring Rocky or leave Rocky behind at the school. Can't really do a whole lot besides just like make sounds and be fed.
Make sounds and
Right.
possibly die.
Yeah.
All right. I'm rolling a d20. 10 and below, it's not coming.
Okay. Gotcha.
Oh,
That one.
It's definitely
Rocky
coming.
is not coming with us.
So I think we discussed in a previous adventure that you have a roommate. Did you just leave this with your roommate? Or
I
made you-
probably took it to the professor.
Oh, Barkwood.
'Cause
Okay.
The other nickname I had rolling through my head aside from Rocky was Snickers Jr.
Snickers Jr. I see. Yes.
But
Okay.
I decided Rocky makes a lot more sense. But he's probably the only one that like Rocky would listen to other than me.
Yeah.
because-
He's got that high animal handling, right? Yeah, that
he's-
makes sense.
He's like an animal whisperer.
Totally. Okay, so Rocky is, at least for the moment, being left with Professor Barkwood.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Barkwood
Okay, cool.
is taking care of Rocky as his mom goes on an adventure.
I feel like there was probably like a tearful scene where you like left Rocky and Rocky like kept screaming, like didn't understand that you weren't coming
Yeah.
back, right? Because it's like a little kid.
Sad
Yeah.
music back.
just an awful scene.
Right, yeah.
Honestly, I was gonna say alone for Moss's fear, just because he's been surrounded by family. I don't know. I'm not entirely
got
sure
his
what
rocks
he's
with him all
like.
the time.
Yeah, I know, because he's always talking to rocks and everything. So it's like, oh, he can always solve this thing. So can I think think it during?
Oh,
this
please,
episode?
yeah. Let's get back to you on that if you want to come
Yeah,
up with what his
please
fear
do,
is.
because
Cool.
I'm in.
Adam Pearson says.
Oh, cool. Thank you, Adam.
Excellent.
No,
All right.
Right.
So let's get
Is that really
started then.
copyrighted?
It is.
Who's the dick that copyrighted that?
Someone.
Somebody.
If you
wanted to
copyrighted the
find-
Happy Birthday song, then cue.
I hear
I bleeped
that
it out.
actually like I read something that said that that's not actually legally viable anymore, that like someone re-examined their copyrights. They're like, oh, you can't collect on this. So like they actually owe like tens of thousands of dollars to everyone that they collected on because like their like copyright wasn't actually valid.
Like,
yeah, it's like absolutely justice for the birthday song. All right, so let's get started.
Yeah.
At the start of this week's adventure, you guys have been summoned to the sort of lower levels of the school. Now, for those of you who haven't watched Junior Adventures League before, the Gygaxian School of Future Adventurers is based in an old dungeon. It used to be this complicated dungeon complex with lots of different levels and things. It's all been kind of gentrified and turned into the school. So imagine Hogwarts, but a lot more dangerous, and some of the levels still below are filled with monsters and traps and things like that.
Not that we know anything about that.
Not that you guys have ever like explored those rooms in like a lost episode that technically in this timeline did not happen.
There's no creatures around
Real bad.
at all.
We've
Real
never
bad.
been down there.
Nope.
So you guys are summoned
Nothing
to
bad.
an area that you've normally basically been forbidden from approaching. It's called the Undergate. And it's kind of like the opposite side of the chimerical door, which you definitely didn't explore in episode 8, Time Out,
Don't
the
know what
Lost
that is.
episode.
Absolutely not. What is
Nobody
that?
knows
Remember
anything
that?
about it.
No. Huh. You're just
Know
making
that it
stuff
is.
up now, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So
We've
what's
never
interesting
heard
is
of
that
it.
you guys are sent down there and basically told to report for duty, but you don't know what you're doing yet. And you also don't know if there is a professor assigned. When you guys got the like assignment, it didn't have a professor listed. So you're a little bit like, are we on our own? But at the same time, like, do you want to be on your own if you're headed to somewhere called the Undergate? So
I speak
you
Undercommon,
guys,
so.
oh yeah, so you're good. That's all you need, I think. Right. That's it. So you guys head down there. Let me pull this up real quick. I have some beautiful box text I'm going to read. Now, if you're a patron, you get to get a copy of this adventure, which includes this beautiful box text that I'm about to read. Who doesn't want to hear this box text right now? No one.
Especially when read in your tone.
Yeah, my mellifluous tones.
Your melodic tone of voice.
You stand before a cave-like opening in the raw rock. An iron portcullis bars the way that, as you approach, slowly begins to grind upwards, seemingly of its own accord. Beyond that portcullis is nothing but the everlasting blackness of the subterranean continent of the Underdark. So you guys are standing in front of this open portcullis in the lower levels of the school. You've yet to see a professor, you've yet to see anyone, and basically just the doorway that leads to, as far as you guys understand, the Underdark opens up. Give me some kind of I would say a history check would make sense to see what you guys know about the Underdark, or the Undergate, or any of this situation.
Oh, nat 20.
Boom,
Yeah.
perfect.
5.
5?
So just as good.
19.
Totally.
You said nature or history?
I would say nature or history, yeah, that's fine.
I'll go with nature, which means I got a 19.
Okay, cool. So everybody but Jrmi knows a lot about it. Jrmi, I feel like you intentionally didn't learn anything about anything called the Underdark, right? Like, whenever it came up, you're like,
Vision, dark.
no, very bad. So the rest of you guys know a lot about it. The Underdark is basically a series of caverns and caves that are beneath the earth, kind of like a subterranean world. It has many different layers, and you also know that parts of the dungeon that the school was originally built in connects to the Underdark, and that every once in a while the professors or other adventurers who pass through will use these tunnels to get to different places in the Underdark. You know a lot about it, Val, obviously because of your parentage, and I imagine you probably had to teach yourself Undercommon, as I don't feel like a lot of people that you were raised with would have spoken it,
There
right?
were some drow guys that traveled in our group.
Cool. Maybe you learned it from them. Yeah, perfect. But you would also know, Moss, in this area, you're pretty close to a dwarven settlement called Theodûir, which is accessible by the Underdark. And you've heard stories of people coming from the school going to this dwarven city of Theodûir through basically this Undergate. So when they told you to meet here, you imagine that might have something to do with it. However, what the actual assignment is, you don't yet know. You're all kind of standing there looking a little scared and confused in front of this door when you hear from kind of the shadowed recesses of this area that you're standing in a very unusual sound. A goat sound comes from one of these, like, somewhere in the room, and you're kind of looking around. Can you guys give me perception checks, please?
Hello!
Mod 20?
On 20?
15.
15?
17.
Oh, sorry, 21.
21. Nice. Yeah, you guys are pretty perceptive. That's awesome.
I also do scream hello.
Hello! Okay, cool. So you guys at first don't really see anything. Your hello echoes off, and then kind of like stepping awkwardly out from the shadows of one of these alcoves in this chamber is a small goat. It is approximately like about half as tall as, say, Moss, and it's very white and shaggy and has like just two little stubbly horns. You think it's like a kid, like a baby goat. It's super cute.
Pretty cute, yeah.
Unbelievably cute. And it's got a little leash and then like a rope that leads back into the darkness. And it kind of stands there and like looks back, looks around, and makes a goat sound.
Aww.
And you're standing there staring at it in confusion. And you just kind of barely see the suggestion of movement from deeper in the alcove. You hear a voice. I wondered when we'd meet again. And you see stepping out of the alcove comes a tall figure in a black cloak with like black leather armor. He's got a scimitar on, and behind him he's got basically a quiver full of arrows. Super grimdark dude, but holding the leash of this goat. You can't totally see his face, right? Because his hood is up, and you can just kind of see like the suggestion of his chin, but his skin looks kind of ashen dark when you see it. Yeah. You instantly recognize from his apparel Veldin, a member of the Many Heart Adventuring Company and a drow ranger. Sort of stands there staring at you guys. You can see like the points of his red eye. Happened to you?
Oh no, you're cutting out.
Yeah, a little choppy there.
Can you guys hear me?
You're back. You're good.
I'm back? Cool. So yes, he says, are you ready for what's about to happen to you?
Always, Veldin.
I don't know what you're talking about.
God.
Are you insinuating something?
Can you speak up?
You're 13 now. You should know.
Yes, of course. So he kind of like steps further out of the shadows and kind of makes a gesture with this the lead that he's holding that's attached to this goat. Like all of his cool badassery is completely undercut by the fact that anytime he says anything, you just the goat adds a little.
This is adorable.
I want the goat to have like a massive pink bow around it.
Oh my god, yes.
It definitely has a big bell that like jingles whenever it moves, but it does not currently have a bow. That doesn't mean it couldn't have a bow if someone enterprising enough wanted to put a bow on it.
Yeah, I'm sure I have ribbon.
Oh, Val instantly, as soon as he comes out of the dark, she's like right by his side.
Right.
Oh, you know it. Hey, Val.
Hey, Val.
Have you been getting my letters? Because I got some of yours in return.
Oh, yeah, I don't have a lot of time to write, you know what I mean? I got a lot of things to occupy my mind. He like looks down the tunnel, right?
I started learning magic.
So what are we doing with this goat?
We have a secret mission, Dwarf. We have to deliver this goat to your people.
Oh, cool.
Why do your people want to go?
I don't know. I don't ask questions.
Oh, disgusting.
Moss, you can make a history check with advantage if you'd like.
I would love to make that.
Is it gonna be okay? Can I name it? Can I? And I'm already like hugging it.
Sure.
Just 15.
Okay. Yeah, you know that dwarves actually prize this goat in particular. Looking at it, is a mountain goat rather than a traditional goat, and the dwarves in particular prize mountain goats as mounts because they're very sure-footed and can clamber around. Mountain goat cavalry is a pretty common thing in a lot of the dwarven cities that are sort of in this area of the world.
Yeah.
So they are. A lot of people will sort of raise them as basically like race horses or war horses. Like there's a lot of lineages and genealogies, and mountain goats are very important to dwarves.
Would I know what this particular goat? Could I roll like nature or something like that to see if I
nature
know?
For sure. Yeah, definitely.
Nature. I got a 17.
Cool. Yeah. So you don't know like the specific breed of goat, but you do know that it's like basically a purebred goat. This is a very valuable animal. That would have been the product of like lots of complicated genealogies and breeding and stuff. Your 17 tells you that probably only a royal bloodline would have access to goats, basically of this quality.
Okay.
Damn.
Well, then that's what Moss will probably be like. Moss will be like, secret missions, okay. Well, I mean, like, judging by the goat, and he, like, probably picks up his, like, hoof and looks over the hoof, and then, like...
Yeah, suddenly
you know,
you're
picks
like
up the tail. You always gotta look at the butthole, and like,
You're like an expert goat handler all of a sudden. Yeah.
It's
just all of a sudden just man or dwarf handling this goat, and he's like, well, I mean, like, this goat is obviously for, I don't know, a gift for a royal or something like that, so let's just go take it to the guy.
You see Velden kind of squints at you, like, how did you know that? I specifically didn't write anything on the form that summoned you down here. It's supposed to be top secret.
Well, if we're taking it to my people, and look at the goat. It's a beautiful creature. This one's top of the line.
Big womanly
eyes
eyelashes.
Faced, like, opposite
horrible,
directions.
like, satanic eyes. Yeah.
It's a majestic creature.
like chewing on your moss.
Super derpy mountain goat, yeah.
Are we going to be murdered in this Underdark cave by this goat?
No, it's fine. That'll keep us safe. Don't worry about it.
I'm to be your guide, but I'm instructed to stand back and let you do most of the trailblazing yourself. Only in direst emergency am I permitted to step in. This is a test for you, junior adventurers. I already know how to survive in the Underdark.
No, it's fine. You'll be impressed.
Is Odo here?
Oh. When you say Odo, you see him kind of like look down at the ground.
Ooh, shit.
We're taking a little break right now. I don't play well with others.
Okay.
Looks off in the distance.
Yeah.
Must be pretty rough, huh? Not being with your friend.
He can be a lot.
Are you sad?
I imagine Odo being so positive is very much like Leslie Knope. Like, it's tough to be friends with him because he's constantly like throwing you parties and like knows everything about you, right?
Especially for Velden, it's just like, oh god.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was my birthday last week. You don't have to keep it going.
He starts to get kind of like uncomfortable. Well, if we're done chit-chatting, we should get going. And he like strides past you and heads down the corridor.
All right then.
Awesome. What do you guys do?
Fiery.
Follow behind with my
Jrmi.
dark vision because I can see.
Yeah, we all can except for Jrmi.
Except for
Jrmi, why
Jrmi.
don't you go ahead? We'll be back here.
Take my torch
Especially
out
in the
for sure,
dark.
and then also like hang on to the goat and just talk to it. Kind of like.
Okay, so you want to take the lead from
You're
Velden?
my best friend, and we're gonna go. Yeah.
So
Cool.
cute.
All these adventures together, and I'm gonna find the best name for you.
If you take the torch out, you see Velden will kind of stop and turn back. Is that really necessary?
Yes, for me it is.
She's a
Go ahead.
halfling. I know.
She can't see in the dark.
I also don't like the dark. Please don't be mean.
We got some spells to
Stay in the
help her
back,
see in
Jrmi,
the
it's
dark
fine.
because I don't. I don't know how to do that.
No, I don't have any spells like that.
What about a potion? Is there a potion?
Why would I need a spell that would help me? I don't even... Why am I explaining this? And he like keeps going.
Wow,
walking.
what a great teacher you are.
Whoa.
Teacher, he's like a tutor.
That's true, he's not.
Yeah, and he's not an instructor, right? That's an important
I
part.
think Moss I don't think likes too many of that crew from
Yeah, the many hearts.
yeah, just because they broke his
Oh, they
stick.
did break his
Because I don't think I never really got a new one. I never really established that.
Despite
so.
how easy that would be, like, despite that sticks are free and
like,
everywhere,
yeah.
right? Like,
a stick with the
Like-
stone on the end, but it's about sending a message, okay?
of course, yeah, right, absolutely.
Yeah.
So Velden will inform you that it's approximately a 4-day voyage to the city through the Underdark, and that he has enough food and supplies. Oh, am I still here?
Yeah.
Okay. He has enough food and supplies to basically cover 6 days worth of voyage. So you have like a little bit of window in case you get lost or turned around. He tells you, the usual sort of like trailblazer, like, keep close to me. If you see anything, let me know immediately. Like, gives you the like, don't touch anything, don't step out of line. If I tell you something, you listen to me. Like, he gives you that, like, I'm an adult. And he's not that much older than you. You think he's like
He's only, like,
16, 17.
Oh, is
But
he?
yeah,
Is he?
indeed. Is there anything else you guys want to try to bring with you, or anything else you want to do before you depart into the Underdark?
Can we go? If you don't want her to need the thing, you should have written literally anything on here because we can go and maybe go see if they got something in potions areas for her eyeballs.
She'll be fine.
Oh, okay. If you guys like need that, then
She
I guess go
literally
get
needs
it.
it.
I can't see in the dark, and it's scary in the dark.
Well, you need to get a lot of potions because it's 4 days. So, like, do potions last that long? Even I don't even think so.
I don't know.
I don't know how
Well,
they work.
if you want to go ask mommy, then go ask mommy, okay?
She
He suddenly gets extremely Will Arnett on you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll just carry my torch, but I'm not going to be quiet.
It's up to you. If you guys want to go look for potions, you can. You can definitely go talk to the professors about that. I don't say we'd have to do a scene about it, but yeah, it would be one of those, like, you'd have to roll a couple checks to convince them, like, we need help. I don't have any dark vision. Up to you guys.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
If you want to,
kind
yeah.
of like a beacon for any creatures.
Yeah, I think
Like,
Moss is
advantage
on
on
board
perception.
for her not having the torch just because he lives near the Underdark too, and he's like, no.
Gotcha.
Maybe they have some sort of like glasses or something that.
Oh yeah, yeah. What's his face?
Yeah, let's go.
The
Like,
inventor
let's go
guy.
talk to Fletch.
Professor
Fletch?
Glitch?
Glitch.
Glitch. Yeah, okay. Give me just a persuasion. We won't necessarily do a whole scene, but give me a persuasion, Jrmi, to try to convince the professor to basically loan you this. And take the hood off.
24.
24. Okay, yeah. Basically, he'll give it to you, and I would say that it's not a pair of glasses, but it's like a magnifying glass that if you hold in front of your face gives you dark vision. So you have to like hold this magnifying glass in front of your face the entire time. You can only see through the magnifying glass. So it's like a little bit of a pain in the ass, but that's pretty much the only option he has to give you like long-term dark vision. So you can take that, and he will kind of like,
Just as long as it's off the record, I'm not really supposed to be helping you unless I'm your professor that's assigned to you. But, I always had a sweet spot for you guys, so go ahead and borrow it. That's fine.
Okay, thank you.
cool, super loud about it. So yes, now you have a magnifying glass of dark vision that you can hold in front of your face at all times. Cool.
One hand on the goat, one hand with the.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
I'm covered.
Have you named the goat yet? Important questions.
Rugger.
Dingle bell.
Not Rugger. Not yet.
Dingle
It'll come to
bell.
me, but my hair is white.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
For those of you who
my
watched
gosh,
last
yes.
time, did not watch last time, Jrmi has a magical comb that can turn her hair whatever color she wants it to be. So it's currently white.
White.
Yeah, baby.
Just like the
I was
drown.
about to say, man, I didn't get anything cool at the thing. It's like, I have a pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl, yeah. It's pretty cool.
I never
Okay,
had
cool.
the
So you
stats
guys
for
can
the other
depart.
weapon. Later.
So the first section, obviously, it's very dark, and you guys are relying on dark vision entirely, so there's no other light coming in. So everything is in black and white, which is pretty unusual. Jrmi, you obviously have to hold this magnifying glass up to your face the entire time. So imagine your arm gets sore, and you're like swapping hands all the time, right? But the tunnels that you pass through initially are very narrow and twisting. They're only wide enough for one or two of you guys to walk abreast. And they're kind of always corkscrewing and twisting around, all rough-hewn, like natural stone. The occasion require that you squeeze between like two tight shoulders of rock to get through on this first day. You frequently come to these complex crossroads that split off into 5 or 6 different areas. There aren't very many landmarks on this first day either. There's just lots of sort of gray stone that blurs into this haze of who knows how long you've been walking, and there's no sun, and there's no sense of how long you've been down here. It's very cool and dry and kind of featureless. So I will need you guys to basically make a wisdom survival check, all 4 of you. You need to get at least 2 successes.
Ooh.
Oh, roll twice?
You just roll one. Everyone rolls once, but amongst the party, you have to get at least 2 successes to pass.
23.
Nice.
14.
19.
19.
Yeah, I
Okay.
failed. I got 5.
Cool. Yeah. So Veldin will basically hang back and let you guys do most of the trailblazing. He tells you that what you're looking for. Hold on a minute. Let me put my hood up.
Yeah, there you go. Get it, Veldin.
What you're looking for are way markers. These are stones carved by the dwarves a long time ago. You should be able to find them. That's a good indication that we've made today's progress. We can get to the first set of way markers. You'll know that you made it far enough.
Whatever you say, Veldin.
But he'll hang back and like not really interfere with your guys' trailblazing too much.
Does the
but
goat go with us? Because I feel like you're pretty attached to the goat.
Oh, yes, it has to.
Yeah, the goat's
Or is it
coming
back
with.
with Veldin, yeah.
You drag it along. It doesn't like being in the dark very much. So we'll kind of like keep every couple of seconds because it's frightened.
Ding a ding a ding a ding.
Yeah, and the bell is ringing and it's noisy. But that's the first day. After a couple hours of being in the dark, it kind of like resigns itself to its fate that it can't see anymore. It doesn't keep praying, but you can kind of tell it's getting like sadder and sadder as it does that.
Can I like sing to it?
Yeah, sure. You could either do an animal handling or a performance. Performance is maybe easier for you, but I feel like has less chance to really do much for the goat, right? If that makes sense, because the goat doesn't necessarily care about music.
Okay. I got an 18 animal handling.
Aw, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it makes sense to me that like it's upset and you're the thing that sort of calms it down, as long as you keep kind of singing. Are you playing your kazoo? I guess you can't really because you have the rope and the thing.
Well, I wouldn't need my hands for kazoo, but yeah, I'm probably just like humming. I'm probably trying to be quieter because I recognize that there's a reason.
Okay, cool. But Moss, you're kind of the primary person that leads them through this area. Obviously, Jrmi and Theodûir both help, but you're familiar with sort of caverns and what they look like, and you're able to sort of feel your way along through the stones the direction you're supposed to go. After approximately 8 or 6 hours of travel, you come to sort of a twisting corridor that is on either side suddenly interrupted by these 2 stone statues, look very out of place in these otherwise natural caverns. And they appear to depict a pair of dwarven miners holding up lanterns in one hand and like pickaxes over their other shoulder. The lanterns are extinguished, but they're both like kind of Argonath in Lord of the Rings style, standing in the middle of the road. Not very tall, maybe 10 feet, and holding their lanterns up, which is Veldin will kind of... Good work.
Yeah. Good work, Moss.
Okay.
Can I roll to see if I know these statues?
Sure. What do you want to learn about them?
Well, one, if they're anybody important, but then also just like kind of what they signify.
Yeah, go for it.
If I roll a history stone cunning, I have double my proficiency check on stone.
I see what you're doing. Yeah, go for it.
So really, history, I'd only get a +4 on this, but either way, it's still fun.
Yeah.
Ooh. I was not paying attention in that particular one. I rolled a 2.
Okay, you don't really have a good sense. They're less like people and more like meant to signify. Like they don't really have faces. You know what I mean? Like they're just very like kind of symbolic. But yeah, you have no clue what they're doing here or why someone would carve these 2 statues in the middle of nowhere. Veldin will sort of. I think it's time we got to stop and make camp for the night. Do you want to have a fire or not?
Yeah.
No.
I like cooked food.
That's the problem. All of our rations are dry.
Man,
so if we...
you only brought dry rations?
Well, I'm saying we need to cook them. Either if we don't cook them, then they're dry and they're not very appetizing. But if we have a fire, they'll be more appetizing. But it's a fire. What do you think, junior adventurers?
How quickly will they cook? Because somebody's got
I
to
like cooked food.
Yeah.
Does
It's up to
anybody
you.
have anything that that stops people from seeing us?
No. I can cook them really fast, so I have burning hands.
I heard about a spell in our book that I don't have yet, but if anyone has
Wait, put it out in front of me, I got you.
It's like a tiny hut.
Tiny hut spell.
What's that?
No, that's a high level.
You know, I want to get it, but I don't have it.
Let's make a fire,
There's a
because I'm
spell
hungry and I
called
want to eat
silence,
cooked
but I don't
food.
have that spell.
Okay. Give me a survival check.
So, can I clarify something? If we have fire, like if we have light, that's bad.
You can ask Veldin about it.
It'll draw unwanted attention.
Mm-hmm.
Fire can be good and it can be bad.
Dun, dun,
If we have fire, we may attract something, but it also might keep bad things away. If we don't have fire, we might be more susceptible to something that might happen upon us when we're unawares. If you understand me.
Interesting.
That makes sense to me.
So it's a
It's dark in
choice.
here.
What would a good adventurer do? Have fire or not have fire?
A good adventurer would have cooked food.
I'd say
Cool,
we
yeah.
put the fire.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Screw it.
Okay.
Alright, you said survival?
Survival. Yep.
For
Just
what?
to see how good your fire is. Do you know how to make a fire, Moss?
Yeah, I mean, I have druid craft. I can just
Oh, cool. Never mind then. I
start
just
a
didn't know.
fire.
You're good.
I like the
Also
idea that
got
like
light
Veldin would
flame
like
and-
try to like. Well, if you're really gonna make it, you just make a fire like, instantly. They're magic.
Yeah. It just like throws a bunch of sticks and like Veldin's probably like, no, you need to. And he's just like,
Yeah, he starts to give you the like Boy Scout lesson of like, that's not how you. Oh, okay.
yeah. And Moss is like, it's a
Beautiful.
fire.
Put the food on
Is it orange flame? Does it look any different as a regular fire?
I think it's just orange flame. It like sparks it. He just sparks it in the middle and it starts to catch the kindling and then.
Cool. Awesome.
It's probably like one of those little fire, like from Lord of the Rings, you know, when they're up on Weathertop. Just the small.
Oh yeah,
one,
little
but-
tiny cooking fire. Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. Cool. Do you guys want to keep watch? What's the plan? What do you do that night?
We probably don't need a fire the entire time, just long enough to cook your food, right? And then put it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
just.
think we should keep it up the whole time.
You know?
We could keep it on like a lower glow.
I think it'll keep things away.
If we need it, I mean, we can start a fire, but I don't know how much wood or like material we'd have to burn down there.
You have enough. You have enough fire for. You have enough like coals and stuff for 6 days. You have enough food for the goat and for yourselves and firewood and stuff. It's just a question of do you want the fire or do you not want the fire? Basically, is the question.
Can I do some sort of like intelligence check to see if I remember anything from our manuals that would denote whether or not like fire keeps things away in the Underdark or like the odds of it or something?
Couldn't you just
You
pull
could
out
make
your manual?
you could make a nature check. I would say you could make a nature check with advantage if you use the monster manual.
Okay.
Fire in the Undercommon.
9.
Yeah, you're not sure. There's not a lot of information. You're looking at individual monsters, but you don't know which ones are in the Underdark, and you're like, was this one in the Underdark? And this one doesn't say anything about it.
Him about all of them.
Yeah.
He's just like, no.
Yeah, I rolled a 10 on nature, so I'm probably just trying to remember because obviously my book is useless. If it existed, I don't think I even have a book anymore.
Nope.
I
You
think they
just brought
stopped
it
giving me
away.
a book.
Yeah.
You kept ruining him.
Are we looking through our monster manual?
Do it.
Give me
Kick
a
your feet in the
moment
air.
here. Hang on.
There you
There
go.
it is.
Of course, Theodûir knows. Yeah.
He's changed in the manual.
19. Let's see. Here are Underdark monsters. Let's see.
Okay. So with a 19, unfortunately, there isn't a consensus. There are some monsters in the Underdark that are attracted to light, and there are some monsters in the Underdark that are scared by light. Things like a dark mantle doesn't like light. Things like grooves don't like light. But certain things like umber hulks and, other bigger, nastier creatures like are attracted to the fire. So it's just kind of a which one do you want to do? There isn't a clear consensus as to whether it's good or bad looking at your monster.
So
Can you
maybe
make fire at will?
Yeah.
Flame, yeah.
So like maybe I feel like we should only have it up for like cooking, and then if something comes that maybe we can identify that likes fire or hates fire, possibly you can just cast it again.
Yeah, I can make more fire on a whim. Moss just wanted cooked food. He doesn't care anymore.
Okay, it's up to you guys what you want to do. So is there a fire or is there not a fire?
well, learning what I just learned, I would say we can put it out.
I
Then.
think we make it for the food, and then once
Okay.
food is done,
Cool.
we put it out.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to keep watch? What are you going to do the first night?
Yeah, I should probably rotate watch. I'll take first.
Okay.
I need my beauty sleep.
Man, you only need to trance for 4 hours. Come on.
You don't know
Yeah,
what I need.
that way.
You do not know what I need.
I can help keep watch, but I don't have like
I'm not an
I don't know.
high
Yeah, I
elf.
can keep watch.
Right.
A second.
Yeah, you can take second, yeah.
Okay, so who's doing watch?
First.
Second.
Okay.
You should take the rest, bro.
Moss will probably actually spend like when everyone else falls asleep or whatever. He'll spend the first hour just chatting with the stones around the area. So I'll,
Okay,
I'll
sure.
cast Speak with Stone, and then just like he'll just kind of wander around the campsite. You'll just hear him muttering, face up against the stones, just like, oh wow,
Yeah, right.
wow, what have you been up to?
Okay,
Okay.
that's definitely first watch then. I'll take third.
Well, yeah, I guess Moss is
Okay,
supposed
cool.
to be
gotta
on
be
So
awake.
watch.
anyone who's
Yeah.
taking watch?
Just-
So, just so you guys know,
But you're just-
probably
yeah.
just trance the whole time. So like,
Full 8 hours
But-
of trance. Don't need that.
doesn't matter though,
spoiled.
because then you
So
guys
spoiled.
can sleep, right?
Hmm?
Well, then you guys can sleep.
Moss has first watch, but he's talking
We
to
only
the
need
stones
4
the whole
hours of
time,
trance.
so he's not doing a very
Okay,
good job.
so give me perception with disadvantage, Moss.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Perception with disadvantage is a 13.
Okay, so you guys are sleeping. Are you gonna, while Moss is on first watch, are you gonna trance Theodûir?
Am I going to? I don't know. Did you ask me nicely?
I don't even think I know that that's a thing. I don't think I recognize that that's what you do.
What?
I just assume.
Trancing?
I also like the idea that
Everyone,
Jrmi like goes to bed like an hour before everybody else, right? That, like you're a little kid, so you get so sleepy at like 8 p.m. And so like you don't really
He's
know
definitely a
what
little
watch
snot about it.
is.
He
Yeah,
probably
right.
Yeah. He probably tries to convince people that he's not gonna trance, but I mean he does because he doesn't
Okay.
want to die in the Underdark, you know.
Yeah.
I guess
Okay,
it
so
makes
then
sense
give me
that
a
I have
if you're
fast watch
trancing
properly.
Theodûir, then I need a perception from you as well because you're conscious, right?
Right,
You're
right.
you're
Yeah,
trans.
yeah.
Give me a
Cool.
perception.
I got a. Where's that at? There it is. 5.
Okay, cool. So you're pretty deep in your trance. You're not necessarily super aware of what's going
There
on.
was nothing out there.
Nothing. You guys are, I would assume, sort of camping near the way markers. So there's a lot of these like twisting tunnels around. You're talking to the stones, Moss, and a lot of these stones don't have anything but terribly interesting to report because not a lot of people come through this area. But when you're talking to one of the stones, it sort of stops in the middle of its very boring recitation about like erosion or the formation of caverns, whatever like stones talk about, and it suddenly goes something approaches.
Oh shit! Oh, okay, thank you. We'll continue this talk later. I gotta tell everybody about. Is it big?
So you look up as you say that, and you hear at the same time that you see it go, yes. You see, like maybe about 10 feet from the edge of the campsite, from where like someone else would be sleeping. Eyeballs start to open up.
No.
This host of eyes. One and one and one and one, a bunch of them. No. The thing is just kind of on the edge of your dark vision, so you're not 100% sure what it is, but it's a huge kind of like corona of eyes, just sort of like watching from the shadows.
I hate it.
And it's completely still.
Moss will take a step back towards the camp and just be like, "Wake up, everyone! There's something out here!"
Okay. Anyone who's asleep is woken up if you're shouting. Yeah. They're all kind of like scrambling awake, and Moss, you see that Veldin, or you hear behind you. You saw it too, huh? And turn and see that Veldin is like trancing, but like looking cool with his scimitar or whatever, like he's sharpening it. You guys come startling awake. The thing, whatever it is, kind of like scampers back and disappears into the darkness. You guys are all awakened. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna produce flame and lob it lob it up into the air, but that way, just to see if we can't see a little bit further down the
give me an attack roll. Go for it.
Okay. 20.
Yeah, nice. Did you roll a 20 or is it?
No, mod 20.
Okay,
sorry.
cool. So it doesn't strike the creature because you're not aiming for the creature. You don't have to roll damage. It's fine. But you do manage to catch some of it in the blast. You can see as it's moving, it's this large, ponderous bulk. You weren't sure initially if it was a bunch of eyes or if it was one creature with many eyes. But it does appear to be one creature, tons of eyes, big, curved pedipalps, and lots of sort of moving legs. It's a giant spider. It's probably about 10 feet from like at the shoulder, and who knows how big behind that. Shelob sized, basically, and it goes skittering back into the darkness, afraid of the light. Wow. What do you want to do?
Scream.
Okay.
Just
scream. No! Yeah, you guys wake up and look around and then just see as it skitters away. Yeah, in the flames. What do you want to do?
That would be
can I roll nature to see if I know anything about this spider?
Yep, go for it.
I was startled by the spider. I rolled a nat 1.
Yeah, pretty scary. Big ass spider,
man. He throws
the
thing and he's like, ah!
Right. Yeah. Totally. What do you guys want to do?
Someone can pull out their monster manual.
Did the fire go away? Did the fire?
Yeah, it's like a burst and then gone. Yeah.
Like, oh my god, bring us back the fire! Oh my god, help, please!
Just like Grandma.
Yeah, if she asks for that and the spider's out of my dark vision, he'll produce flame and just like hold it there, like torch.
So you can see how far the dark vision, or how far the light goes, and then the dark vision goes somewhat past that. You see very slowly the eyes will reappear on the very edge of the torchlight. It like doesn't want to move any closer, and it just kind of like hangs out there, kind of edging back and forth, trying to just examine the surroundings, basically. What do you guys want to do?
My eyes are probably like wide open.
Is anybody gonna sleep tonight?
Kind of staring at all
Hey, Veldin, you think I could kill that thing?
He looks at you. Is it a threat to you?
Well, yeah, it's a giant spider. Look at it.
But is it doing anything to you?
What are you just coming straight at the camp? Come on. I'm not sleeping anymore. I didn't even sleep any.
I recommend you get your sleep, Master Dwarf. We have a long march ahead of us.
Goes back to sharpening his scimitar.
If that thing comes near you, I will kill it for you.
Yeah, you will, Veldon. Yeah, you will.
He's gonna fall asleep, and we're gonna get eaten by spiders.
That cuts to him just like
Right,
asleep. Truly.
hanging out of the spider's mouth.
Yeah, right.
Being eaten alive, sleep.
You see the spider like is kind of like moving its pedipalps back and forth, a sort of sickening motion. Yeah.
All right, I'll do a. Can I do a nature to identify it? Try to.
Yeah.
Do we want to put a fire
monster
back on,
manual.
guys? It'll keep it away.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm gonna like probably get like as close as I can get, just to get a good look at it.
Okay. How close is as close as you can get?
Fox.
How big is the like the? Is it? Can you give me a rough estimate of the radius? of
It's
this frame?
the radius is 30 feet.
30 feet.
Yeah.
So.
Get it, Fox.
Wait, so if I walked 15 feet, would I be like halfway there?
You'd be 15 feet away from it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get about that close.
Okay.
It jumps.
Right. And just
So you walk up, you have the monster manual, right? And it's kind of like,
Yeah.
as you get closer, it was kind of like pacing back and forth. It stops moving,
Ooh.
Oh, it
and
does.
all of its eyes look at you. Yeah.
Ah!
How close am I at this point when it stops?
15. When it stops moving, you're about 25. I would say you're 20 feet away. Like you move 10 feet closer to it, and it stops and realizes you're approaching. So
Oh, I
it stops
see.
moving. Yeah.
And it's just staring at me. Mm-hmm. Okay. Can I see it good enough to try to like identify it? Well, do you want to tell me what I rolled? Okay, cool.
Yeah, you can roll. So what did you get?
Yeah, I got a where is that? Yeah, 21.
Okay. Yeah, so there are like innumerable species of these spiders, particularly in the Underdark. This is kind of where giant spiders come from. So you can look at its various markings and its like hairs and stuff and sort of positively identify it as a kind called a giant cavern spider. And they're one of the largest species, not the largest, but one of the largest species. And they're known basically as like kind of long range hunters. They go out through the tunnels. Most spiders are kind of ambush predators where they'll like sit and wait for something to come near them. These ones are kind of the opposite, and that they'll go out and find things and kill them and bring them back to their caverns. It's big, covered in hairs, kind of like a big, horrible tarantula.
Jesus.
And it's just sort of pacing back and forth. Well, now it's not anymore. Now it's still because it's looking at you.
It's just
But
staring at me because I'm close
Yep.
enough to
Yep.
have it keep.
you
its
can
head.
see
So-
that like from its fangs, there's like a viscous liquid is kind of
Oh,
hitting the ground.
God,
Yeah.
it's slobbering
Is
just
the
thinking
ground,
about
like-
it.
Like burning or smoking
Nope.
or anything. So it's not like, as far as we can tell, it's
It smells bad though, Theodûir. When you get this close, you can smell that whatever that slobber is does not smell good.
It's not good for me. And my dark vision can kind of see the outline of it and like
Yeah.
stuff around too. And this is the only thing around right now, right?
Yep. It almost doesn't quite fit in the tunnel. It's got some of its legs up on the other walls of the tunnel because it's like a little too big to fit. Yeah.
God.
It just hangs there. Yep.
Just staring at you.
There's something like, as much as he was really terrified at what he was doing, now all of a sudden he feels like kind of powerful. Like,
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know.
So much attention.
This monster
Yeah,
is.
there's
Yeah.
like this kind of
there's
like,
20 eyes looking
and
at
then
me.
he knows that he's not gonna get any closer because I'm still in the bubble or whatever. Like,
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know. There's something kind of like he's kind of enjoying this a little bit.
Sure.
I love
Maybe a
the
little
dark
too
weird face.
much.
He's just like,
Yeah.
There's a trajectory with Cody and spellcasters where at a certain point they become bad guys.
Yeah.
But like the longer he plays a spellcaster, the more likely it is that he turns evil.
now we know which direction of
to
a
be
Jedi
fair,
would be.
Theo was kind of a snot from the beginning, so it seems.
I know. I'm just saying. I think it's
But
funny.
he was a little more. He like hit puberty and just his dark side emerged.
It'll just
Yeah.
be complex. He'll be a good guy in the long run. Don't worry, guys.
Right. Yeah.
Cut to.
Don't worry, guys.
This is this
It's
rebel.
just complex. It's just a complex.
Teen rebellion is becoming dark.
Don't worry about like the evil lair or like the undead minions. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
The fact that he's
Necromancy,
just
it's no
like
big deal.
killing everything. It's whatever. Killing it, bring it back to life.
So what do you guys want to do? This giant cavern spider is staring at you.
I'll smile at it, slam the book, and nod, and then turn around and walk back.
Okay. As you guys see Theodûir walk back, the spider, once he gets 10 feet away, starts to shift again.
Ugh. Anyone else want to kill it? I want to try and kill it.
You know what?
No,
We
I'm
should
definitely creeped out by it though.
we should definitely sleep with a fire.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. We're lighting a fire. Lights of fire.
You can see, Jrmi. You can see. Glorious light.
Yeah, I would
Does the
probably
sheep lose his shit?
tell you guys.
The goat is just staring, like petrified at the spider. Like not moving, not shaking. Normally you can hear the bell. Nothing. It's just...
Can I try and calm it?
Did you name it yet?
Fuck. I'm sure Jrmi has. Kate has not had the time.
Yeah, you can give it a name. What do you want to name it? Oh, sorry. You can charm it. I don't know why I said give it a name.
Okay. Animal handling again? That thing?
Animal handling or performance you can try, but the DC is higher for performance because again, singing isn't necessarily.
I only got like a 7 on animal handling.
Yeah, it doesn't care about you. It is like as long as that spider is there, it's just staring at the spider. It won't move. It won't budge. It just.
Oh.
I was gonna animal handle, but I don't think I did in that one.
Yeah, no, it cannot be done.
Nope.
No.
I'll come back
When you try to go over and touch it, you see it basically just takes a dump. It just poops.
It's just
Just yeah, like chalky, like grassy, ungulate poop. Yeah.
all right. Well, I'm going to sleep with the giant spider there, but I have a fire now, and I don't care about it. If it gets near me, Velden, my death is on your head. Going to bed.
Yeah.
Good night, Master Dwarf. What are you guys gonna do?
I'm taking second watch with Velden.
Okay, cool.
Baby.
Yeah, give me a perception check, Val.
Ooh, 5.
Okay, so you're talking to Velden, right?
Yeah, we're just, oh my god, Velden, it's been so long. How's everything been going? How was the Many Hearts group before you guys split up for a bit?
Those guys are jerks.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do they
It's
hurt your
fine.
feelings?
They don't get me.
Oh, I get you, baby.
Oh my god.
That's the best reaction.
Hey, what are you gonna do, like, when you graduate?
I don't know. I was thinking about starting my own, like, adventuring group, but we might need, like, a ranger if you're,
Oh,
free.
I'm in between things right now.
Yeah, well,
thought I
it'll
would, like-
be a little bit.
I thought I'd like do some solo stuff for a bit. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, go out there and like fight my demons.
There you go. Yeah, it's a really good idea. But just when you're done with all the like demon fighting, just,
You're like asleep with a kazoo in your mouth and it's playing that song, right?
Humming some sexy saxophone tunes.
Can I do a perception check? to
Oh,
see
by
if
the way,
I
I'm
hear
definitely
this?
sharpening my
Yeah,
scimitar
sure.
at the same time.
Oh, at the same
too.
time?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, definitely sharpening all.
Your
of
scimitar,
it.
your Khopesh.
Oh
I have
yes, you
both.
do have a new Khopesh.
Real.
Yeah.
I'm sharpening my Khopesh actually right now. That'd be
Cool.
Real
cool.
suggestive.
Yeah.
Horrible. No. G-rated. G-rated. Yes, go ahead and give me a perception check, Theodûir.
Was it my idea this time? It wasn't.
Gross.
Okay.
There you go.
13.
Okay. Yeah, you can hear that they're talking. I don't know if you get... Depends on how loud you guys are being. Velden is definitely speaking in his, like, stupid hushed whisper for no reason. But it's up to you, Val, how loud you're being about this.
I'm not being super loud.
You're not.
Okay.
No.
So you're catching
Just
snatches
feel
of it,
closer,
probably. I don't
something.
think you're catching the whole thing.
All right.
Lucky.
I would have loved to have heard that.
You guys are
Something
talking...
goes quiet and just. Oh wait.
You
wait.
mentioned hunting his demons, and he kind of like looks, oh, it's gone. And you can turn and see that the spider is gone.
Cool. Great.
Crazy.
Even better. I'm asleep.
That kind of.
Awesome. But the rest of your watch passes peacefully. Was there anything else you wanted to talk to Velden about, Val?
I mean, not right now. We'll get there.
Okay.
Okay. 4 days.
Definitely.
It's fine.
So did anyone else want to take a third watch, or you want to let Theodûir do it?
I did my part.
Do you trust me to really do it?
No.
Will I do it? Even though I said I would.
No.
What do we think? Let's resolve this.
No, I definitely would. I mean, yeah.
Okay, cool. Give me a perception then, buddy.
There you go. I feel like you get your mirror images and just start dancing with
I got
them all day.
an 18.
Okay, yeah. The rest of the watch passes uneventfully. You do not see hide nor gross hair of the spider. in the entire time that you're resting. And after a couple of hours, Veldin will like sort of rouse you from sleep. It's time to move on. Day 2. And with that, we'll take our first break. We'll be back in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
With the remaining quests. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Alan, does my divine sense ability tell me anything about this guy?
Yeah, he's a fiend.
I'm sorry. Is a what?
Well, I should say, he has a fiendish presence. There's definitely something very ancient and infernal about him.
Then I draw my flail and attack him.
Hey,
Wait, you do that? You actually do that?
The adventure begins on the 10th of Harvest Home, 929 of Kairosha's Third Age. This is episode 30, Sisters of Steel.
Hey everybody, we're back. We just took our 5-minute break. Cody pretended to murder us, and now here we are. So we're gonna start after you guys have woken up after your first sort of restless night in the Underdark, being interrupted by a giant spider, a giant cavern spider. Veldin is packing up and ready to go. Anything else you guys want to do before you depart for day 2?
Gosh, it's dark as hell, right?
Still dark.
Jrmi, you might want to not sleep with a kazoo in your mouth. It's a little dangerous. Just saying.
Was I?
It's like still in your mouth. It like falls out. Like a cigar, like just hanging to your lip.
Oh.
Instead of like sucking your thumb, it's just the kazoo.
Is it still white, Jrmi?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like combing
it
it
is,
in my
baby.
color, it's so white. And I thought of a name for the sheep. You guys
Goat.
are gonna hate it. It's Boppy, because it reminds me of my grandpa.
Aww.
Boppy.
Boppy.
Yeah, Boppy and Rocky. Yeah.
Cody loves
Boppy
it.
and Rocky.
Theo
Yes.
definitely hates it.
He has to say it now.
Yeah.
Boppy.
What did you? No.
Boppy.
His name's
Boppy.
Boppy.
No, it's not.
Aww.
I think while you guys argue about the name, it's just like, well, don't get too attached, because no one's going to listen to that name when we get it to its place of
But
business.
he'll
Yeah,
always know.
I thought you were gonna say don't get too attached because it's gonna be eaten. Like I thought.
Like, what?
It's gonna die. So
They use them as mounts.
right, mounts on their wall. So you guys can depart from your campsite. Still there?
You good, you good.
Yeah, sorry. Go
Okay,
ahead.
cool. I'm just so used to. I'm like at any sign of lag, I'm like, You guys can depart almost immediately, sort of after the twisting area that you were in before. It opens up into somewhat larger tunnels, and the area is a little bit wetter and moister and kind of more humid, and it's basically filled with mushrooms. That's the main thing that you guys pass on your second day. All kinds of mushrooms. Mushrooms of incredible size and color grow all around you. An undergrowth of toadstools sprout around your ankles. Towering mushrooms rear above you like trees, their broad caps forming a bizarre canopy. The whole forest glows with phosphorescent light, and the air is thick with spores and intoxicants. You can just feel this like heady
Oh my
mixture.
god, we're all getting high.
What do you guys
So
do during this
unicorns running
section?
Maso, like, he'll go around and investigate a lot of the mushrooms and look at them, because he's probably pretty aware. He'll snag any of the ones that look edible, that are edible.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a nature check, or nature or survival. You could do either one.
Survival's actually better.
Yeah, got that wisdom.
Oh.
Another nat 1.
I'll try, I'll try.
That's not gonna be good for me.
Mod
No.
20.
Second
I
down.
got
Okay.
you, Moss.
Sweet. So yeah, you find some moss. Like these are the best, dude. These are so good. And then Val's like, oh my god, don't eat those.
No.
These ones are so delicious, or they're the ones that you shit
Yeah.
yourself and die.
You can't remember.
You shit yourself and then you die.
It could be one or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the two. They're so similar.
Usually people shit themselves after that.
One of them is like red with purple spots. The other one is purple with red spots. Like you just forgot which one is the
Yeah.
terrible one. What do you do? So Val, you're stopping him from doing that. Theodûir, what are you doing on this leg of the voyage?
I am intrigued by the mushrooms, I guess. I wanna try to pick one out and see if I can find one that I can
Like
eat too.
bioluminescent ones are awesome.
Well,
Yeah.
is there like you know what? Can I do an Arcana check to see if there's like a magical one nearby?
Oh my god, yeah. Try it.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah, give me an Arcana check, please.
Yes, queen. Yes. What did I get? That's not a. It's close to a 20. Oh, okay.
20 adjacent.
Adjacent to it. Where's that at? There it is. 12. Mod 12.
There aren't any that have like overt, obvious magical properties, but a lot of the like phosphorescent light is magical in nature. So like you think that they might be used as an ingredient in like an ever-burning torch or something like that. That would be valuable. They're not, but like it's basically like a base component. It isn't like inherently a magic item. I mean, if you were to pluck it, it would basically go out. But
Can
yeah,
I somehow like salvage them as components for?
yeah, totally.
Church?
You could definitely do that with your nature check. That's cool.
Why not?
Or Arcana.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could cut out the parts that you need that would be used for that. For sure.
Cool.
Awesome. Anything else you wanted to do, Val? I kind of jumped over you.
I definitely am gonna grab some that are hallucinogenic. I just kind of pocket them away.
Sure.
And I'm
Well,
gonna
yeah,
grab
you
the
can
lips
get
that are
a 20 in
edible,
your
too.
nature. Yeah, cool. That's fine. What about you, Jrmi? How are you reacting to this?
I'll be like, guys, we're gonna have a really good night tonight.
I definitely pick one because I'm hoping that it'll glow, and then it doesn't. So so I just run around happy that I can just see somewhere, and I'm just like booping them, and I'm like dragging like Boppy along.
Boppy.
You'll notice that Boppy will like walk over to them and just
Oh no!
start eating them.
Okay, I'm gonna try and not make that happen.
Okay. Animal handling, or I would say strength if you just want to like pull it away constantly from anything that we eat.
Can I go in and help if I see him going to like any?
Let's see how
Rough one.
Jrmi does first, and then we can maybe have you come in.
Yeah, it's a 4 for animal handling, so I'm probably just like, no, Boppy!
Boppy just standing there.
Eating.
You can go in and try if you want. Val, go for it.
Should I? Is it animal handling?
Animal handling, or you could just do strength if you want to just muscle the goat away from it, but then you'd be like holding the goat.
I would have to hold it through this entire place.
Pretty much.
I'm okay with that. I got 17 for strength.
On strength?
Yeah.
Cool. So you basically throw the goat over your shoulders,
Yep,
right?
it's just right
to
there.
stop it. From...
It'll be fine. Don't worry, Jrmi. Don't worry.
It did manage to get like 2 bites of 2 different mushrooms, and it's just seems fine. It was just kind of hanging out.
Excellent.
As I mentioned before, the air is very heady with like intoxicants. You'll notice that Vel has pulled up his like cool ranger mask over his lower mouth. So I will need you guys all to give me Constitution saves, please, as you pass through this area. Even with your mouth covered, you're still gonna get it.
Is this considered poison?
It is considered poison.
Damn.
Advantage.
Boom.
It didn't help me. Constitution. The highest I got was 9. Wow.
Yikes.
Constitution's like my main thing.
Yeah, I got
Okay.
7.
7, you said?
Yeah.
How'd you do, Moss?
A 9.
9. Theodûir?
I got a 18.
Of course you
Okay, cool.
It's a Constitution save, right?
Yep.
Yeah. 18.
16.
Cool. So Jrmi and Theodûir, you guys managed to sort of repel the effects. Boppy got a natural 20. I'm doing good shit about these mushrooms. Something that Boppy ate made it immune to other spores.
Right.
But you guys are fine. Moss and Val, you guys basically get so like having so much like kind of suffused in the spores for so long, you get so kind of high that it basically like start to slow the group down. Like you're gonna like progressively more and more. Eventually, you basically go comatose. So you just kind of like sit there and can't move or do anything for the rest of the day. But what is that like? Like I want you guys to RP that. Like what is that? What is it like if your character like slowly gets so fucking messed
I
up?
don't. Mine's probably like in the Hobbit film where they're just like, "There's dwarves in these woods" type thing. But he's just he's still just like trying to decide. It's like, is it purple and red? I don't know. It's a purple, red, and it's a red and purple.
For hours. Just
for hours.
Just those two. I think Val was like right after she like threw Boppy on. She was good for like how long is it taking us to get through this?
It's about a day.
Okay, cool. So she was good for like maybe an hour after that, but like slowly through the next few, her eyes start to get like a little dilated. She like starts walking towards the like photoluminescent. Yeah.
Yeah, phosphorescent.
Phosphorescent. Yeah. So like, why just kind of like.
Whoa, man.
And then like, she like knows. Oh my
I have advantage on poison constitution. That's so dumb.
I know,
Just
right?
walking between them. Enough of you succeeded though that you managed to keep the group going, but you guys just get completely effed up the whole time. And you're kind of like that for the rest of the camp. You guys will eventually camp a little distance away from those spores. In the next kind of you find another 2 pair of these waymarker statues that similarly have the lanterns and the pickaxes. The eternal question comes: fire or no fire?
Fire.
Oh my god, yes, because it looks so cool.
Okay, cool. So you guys can
And we're just like,
staring at it like really close to the fire.
Be like really careful with your portions because like you'll just see it so much.
the whole time, just
I think I'm like
Yeah.
trying to sharpen my blade, but I'm just sitting there, just staring, just holding it.
In your brain, you're sharpening it, really, but you're
Yeah.
just holding a
Am I not
whetstone.
doing it?
Literally just like, oh my god.
But it's like you're just
so
polishing it, like
shiny.
you're going in a circle
Yeah.
around.
I don't think she's even
But
doing
with the
anything.
stones,
It's
they're
like-
just
like-
scraping.
Inches away, just
Yeah. Or you're
Yeah, they're not near each
It's
other.
like
You're
your
doing this
head. I'm
on
just
nothing.
like this on Boppy, just like.
What do you guys want to do when you camp?
well,
Anything in
they
particular?
can't do what?
Wait.
Yeah, you really can't.
We're watching that fire burn.
I will take first watch.
Okay, cool. Give me a perception, Jrmi.
Do I have disadvantage? Or no, because the fire is there.
No, you're fine. You have a fire.
Did you and I just like fall asleep, just like this?
yeah, we were probably just like,
Creepy. 12.
Okay. So you are a little ways into your first watch of the fire and what's sitting around. Theodûir, are you trancing?
Yeah.
Cool. Then you can give me a perception as well.
Okay. I only got a 10.
Okay, so you're not super aware of what's going on. Jrmi will be the first to notice. You have your fire sitting around. They're kind of zoned out. And you see the eyes open again. In almost the exact same configuration, and it's just kind of hanging there. Your dark vision doesn't allow you to actually see the spider, but you do see the cluster of eyes. What's more frightening is that, again, you're in kind of a larger area, so there's a couple different tunnels offshooting. Slightly lower to the ground, probably about a foot or 2 feet off the ground, you start to see more and more.
Oh my
and more.
god.
There's like a ring basically around the campfire of tiny little clusters of these eyes. They're in different arrangements and different colors, but there's no way it could be any less than a dozen of these creatures, spiders that are approximately the size of like a house cat or like a German shepherd, somewhere in that area.
To me.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
huge, yeah, the size of you, but they're all keeping distance away from the fire. You're the first person to see this. What do you want to do?
Theodûir,
What?
sorry to wake you up.
Oh, really, I'm trancing. I'm never really sleeping.
I don't get it. I never will.
Okay.
There's those eyes, their things are back, and there's more of them. And
What do you
it's
mean?
got
What
kids.
the? What? Oh my god.
I don't know, man. There's so many, but I don't know if they can do anything about it.
Wait a minute.
It's not natural.
What?
You turn and Belden is awake again. Like flashing an arrow. Yeah.
What did he say? I couldn't quite hear you.
It's not natural, is what he said.
Do you mean that this is unusual for them to be doing this? Is it bad? Is it worse?
I don't know. Is it?
You can answer some questions, right? That's why I'm asking them.
Something is not right here.
Yeah, roll me a
Those
nature if you want to know more about it.
Are these different?
Oh. 16?
What did you?
Cool.
I rolled a nature.
Oh, okay.
So Jrmi, you know that like spiders don't get along with each other. That like larger spiders would eat smaller spiders, and that they don't have any kind of like kinship per se. So it seems weird that these spiders would be. I mean, maybe they're like moths to a flame, like they're just drawn to the fire. But it seems odd that they're not like these smaller spiders might move in a group, but the smaller spider and the big spider don't seem to. They wouldn't normally be working together in this way. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like they're united by some kind of a common purpose. And that seems weird.
Shit.
Yeah.
I want Boppy.
What's Boppy doing right now?
Yeah.
Boppy's probably asleep. I guess I'll roll perception for Boppy. No, Boppy's asleep, so Boppy's not aware of
Boppy
this.
Had
was
him
on
for a
my
really
pillow.
long time.
Yeah, but Bobby woke up. You're just still rubbing his. Bobby woke up before because there was a lot of commotion, but I assume you guys are still pretty quiet, right? So you haven't really.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have any fire spells?
I do.
How many? Do you have any that you can cast forever?
Forever.
Yes, I have forever fire spell.
The
As a matter
cantrip.
of fact,
It just keeps going.
I just got it. Actually, I
Found it in this weird rock.
No, I don't. I have Ray of Frost. It's not fire at all.
No.
Shocking Grasp.
Not fire.
Chromatic Orb.
Nope.
I do get to choose.
You could make that one fire.
I could
yeah.
make that fire. Oh, well.
That's not. Is that here?
These are my cantrips. These are my first level spells.
What do you guys want to do?
I think, can I whip out my monster manual again?
Yeah.
Is it because the way you described it, I didn't hear? Well, can you tell me? Do I see what's going on out there?
Yeah.
I see that, right? Are these different spiders?
You could make a check.
Let me check. I want to check it out.
Okay.
I want to figure this out.
Chat says that you're not very murdery this week.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Let
About
the
to heat
dark.
up.
Let the darkness
tuned.
take hold.
My nature.
You have advantage. Don't forget if you're using the monster manual.
Cool. Well, I definitely would love to. So I'll go again.
First one was better.
Well, my nature's an 11.
Okay. You're not 100% sure. You think that they are basically represent like a dozen different species. Like
Really?
it's not one group. It's like a whole bunch of different spiders of like various sizes. None of them are as big as the giant cavern spider, but that's what's kind of odd to you about it. You can't identify them individually, but you're like that cluster of eyes is different, and this one's different, and that one's different. Like, yeah.
All right. Are they looking at me? Or
They're just looking inward. You're not 100% sure what they're looking at in particular. There's almost too many of them because they're completely surrounding the camp.
There's still like that 30-foot cone for the
From the
for
fire. Yeah.
I want to start. I just want to experiment because of what happened last night. I want to
Yeah.
just walk out closer
Okay.
and just.
He just wants
If
attention.
you walk out a little bit, you see that they're kind of spread out evenly. The smaller spiders, are you walking towards the big one or towards the smaller ones?
I'm walking towards the biggest one. Are they kind of moving like they were? Like
Yeah, they're kind of shifting back and forth. You can obviously tell which one is the largest one because it's that much bigger, but all the other ones kind of fill the rest of the circle. That makes sense.
I would go towards maybe the largest one, but I'm trying to be perspective of like all of them, obviously.
Yeah, sure.
You know.
So if you start to move towards the edge, you see that the big one stops moving, but the smaller ones will all kind of like bunch closer to get closer to you as you approach, and then they'll also stand still.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's horrifying.
Yeah.
This is my nightmare. Not Moss's nightmare, but Kevin's nightmare.
Kevin's, yeah, don't like spiders, huh?
Okay. So
I
here,
feel like Moss
all right. Here's what I'm
would
gonna.
do,
Here's
too.
what I want to do.
All right.
Tell me.
Are they all kind of bundled up in the same
You
area?
have never had this many eyes.
A bunch of them are like amassed underneath the larger spider. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to. I don't know. I don't even know if they're gonna know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna have my orb is gonna just slowly come out, floating out there, and I'm gonna pick out a fire element from the orb, and I want to cast like a chromatic orb at.
Cool. Are you
the
casting
spider.
it? Is that like one target or is it multiple targets?
Let me look it up. That's a
I've
great
got a
question.
spell that
It's
kills
on my-
multiple targets, but I'm asleep.
Same
It's on my
here.
phone. I think chromatic orb is single target, but let me just
Okay.
double check.
Then if it's single target, then you'll need to choose either the giant spider or the swarm of spiders.
I would definitely choose the giant one
Cool.
first. It was in.
Some kind of a save, I imagine, right?
Here it is. It is. Oh wait, hurl a 4-inch diameter sphere of energy at a
Yeah.
creature, so it's a single target. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Do
you make a spell attack or does it?
It's
make a save?
instantaneous, actually.
But do you make a? I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
you
I
make
do
a
make
spell
an attack.
attack.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry, I do. Okay, here we go. 18.
Yes, that will definitely hit the giant spider.
So it's 3d8.
Oof.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh.
Here we go.
1,
Dun,
4, 7 damage.
Okay,
Yeah, I didn't
cool.
roll too well. But
So this, You pull the fireman out and you throw fire element out and you throw it, and it kind of lances through the air. As it's flying, you see the spider swarm like scatters away from it, but the giant spider doesn't quite move quickly enough and gets like blasted sort of in the face with this flame, and it lets out this shriek, this horrible sound that wakes anybody else up that's not asleep, or that's and the spider will basically like scurry away and just flee. That flame basically scatters the rest of the spiders as well. So by the time you guys come to, the spiders are gone. You can hear them kind of like chittering away down the tunnels. But when you guys are conscious, they're gone. They fled.
Okay. I'll be kind of satisfied with what I just did. And, I imagine that my back is to them, and so I'm going to turn around and have this big shit-eating grin on my face and just be like, there's no problem here. Everyone get back to sleep.
I was probably looking the other direction, and you just woke them up, so basically you're just a dick.
So I feel like Val just kind of did like...
Yeah, bonk right down.
Yeah, probably like both of us. She moves, but Moss is just like on top of her, so she gets up and he's like...
Just weird canoodle pile. So yeah, you look awesome, Theodûir, and you turn around expecting everyone to be in awe of you, and no one noticed.
Right. I know, no one even like
barely moved.
You hear Velden go, "Nice work."
Aww.
I'll nod my head.
Yeah, you guys do a cool guy nod. Cool elf nod.
Yeah, baby.
Awesome. So the rest of the night passes pretty much without incident. You guys can awaken the next day after however many hours, because there's no sun. There's no way to tell if it's day or night.
A few hours after we sleep off our drugs.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys wake up with like the worst hangover. You're like all like blurry and loud noises.
What happened yesterday?
Who ate all my trail rations?
Just everywhere.
It's just all over him in his shirt. It's like, oh!
That's pretty great.
Oh gosh, floor everywhere. Nah.
Yeah, you all had a pretty rough night. Huh?
She probably like turns around and like where Moss is sleeping, there's just like a mushroom, like just.
Oh.
Yeah, right. It'd be funny if some of these druggy mushrooms are growing on you now.
Yeah.
Yeah. A couple of your mushrooms start to be like phosphorescent. That's cool.
I bet you wherever I take a dump, there's probably just like immediate just.
Oh my god, dude!
New mushroom
Oh my
forest.
god.
Let's start with that. I mean, it happened. He's been in the Underdark 2 days.
The Junior Adventuring League.
I bet wherever I take a dump, there's some glowing ass mushrooms. Good.
Write that one down.
Junior Adventuring League.
There you go.
Then go.
So similarly, Velden will strike the camp and get ready to go. Unless there's anything else you guys want to do, he wants to keep making time. He seems a little on edge for some reason this morning, a little more than usual.
I definitely don't notice him too.
Yeah, I have no reason to know why.
No.
Yeah, or care. Yeah, right.
We're just trying to think straight.
Is he kind of like just quieter than usual, or
A little surlier too. Like, come on, why are we wasting time? We need to get moving. He gets something's up.
Okay, I'll try to get everyone to hurry up then, I guess.
Okay, cool.
I'll try to like hustle everyone along if I see that he's agitated by it.
I try and get my boots on. I do that like stumble. Just come back and the other dog. Hold on, I'm getting there.
Yeah, Boppy is pretty much ready to go. Boppy didn't really understand. Didn't wake up when the spider shrieked. Kept sleeping. So
Didn't wake up when the
understand
spider
if there's anything bad going on. Yeah.
Great.
Just like whatever.
Boppy needed a nice, good night's sleep.
I really did. Yeah. All right, so you guys can depart from the campsite. And you, what's strange is that it starts off, the tunnels you're going down are, again, sort of wider, rockier, but they start to eventually be kind of shaped as though they were made by masons. But the designs are very unusual, things you haven't necessarily seen before. It's not a huge area, like it only represents a small portion of the area that you walk through today. But for the next couple of hours, you wander through an abandoned underground city. The buildings, such as they are kind of ancient and long destroyed and carved out of the walls, and sometimes like out of like stalagmites and stuff that are kind of jutting up from these caverns. Everywhere you can see inscriptions and kind of like weird thin lettering that is very strange. Equally common, though, it's all in rubble and ruins. Like it's this ancient, old, decrepit-looking city. You can definitely roll history checks. I will give advantage to Vel and to Moss.
Cool. Does that history check stack with my stone cunning?
Sure, that's fine.
Cool.
Yeah, and you have advantage. So you can roll 2 Val if you want. Did I say Vel? I meant Val.
You said Val, yeah.
Nat 20!
Nope. Nope. I'm not noticing anything.
I got a 17.
Okay.
I know something.
Cool. So the 3 of you, how'd you do, Jrmi?
6.
You don't care. The 3 of you, or excuse me, the 2 of you. God, what did you get, Val? I'm sorry.
I got a 9.
9. Okay, yeah. So it is just the 2 of you. Would know that you right away can tell Moss it's a drow city, or it was a drow city. You see that the writing is in kind of like a spidery sort of elven script, and you do actually see insignias of spiders kind of all over the place. Your history check, Theodûir can tell you that it's not that old. Like it looks, at first you think it's like an ancient ruin, but you realize it's probably only about 20-ish years old. That it was like this, and it's clear to anyone who passes through here that it was like, it's not old, it's not like cracked and ruined from age, it's like something came in and destroyed it. There's like big holes in the wall, and the buildings have been kind of ripped and torn to shreds. It's just kind of in shattered ruins. And it's weird because drow cities are either very secretive and not known about, or like very powerful. It's weird to see one kind of in this state where it's this like old ruin. It looks kind of ignominious. Like, what was this place? Shouldn't happen to a drow city, because the drow are these mysterious, secretive people underground.
Like somehow, does it seem like battle or like?
Yeah, you can make an investigation if you want a few more details. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I'd love to investigate as well, because
cool.
I'm sure I'm curious.
Yeah. So intelligence investigation is this game.
13.
Okay.
Oh, do I get advantage on this or no?
Sure. Yeah. It's a lot of stonework.
I got a 14.
I want to investigate.
17.
Okay. Cool. Awesome.
Why am I rolling all these 9s?
Yeah, maybe you're still hungover. I like the idea that
so.
Valqwyn of all people would be like, the drow, and you're just like, oh.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm like, that looks familiar. Just,
That's great. Who cares?
Ow.
Yes, it does look like it was some kind of a battle or an attack. You see a couple of like buildings that have been destroyed, but they don't look like they crumbled. They look like you actually at one point see like huge claw marks through like the facade of a building, as though a huge creature of some kind slashed it. A couple of like stalactite towers have clearly been like knocked over, as though hit by like a battering ram. Something big and sort of bestial like tore through this area, ripping the place apart, and it's just kind of lying in ruins and shattered all around you. Yeah. This was some time ago. It wasn't recently, but it also wasn't as ancient as you would have originally thought, like within the past couple of decades.
Can I ask Vel if he knows what this place is?
Oh, I think it might be touchy subject.
Yeah, why does our path take us right through a drow city?
Is he a drow? I'm just.
Yeah,
he's a drow.
He is. Right.
Did
Yeah,
you
baby.
live here?
Okay.
Oh, no, he's only like 16, 17. It's 20 years ago.
He's walking back behind, and I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, but you kind of have to talk about it because this is dangerous.
Give me intelligence checks. Hold on a minute. Wait, not everybody. Val definitely. Boy, I think. Okay, can you guys help me out? I don't remember. When you went into the temple, the monkey temple, what were the two teams? It was Moss and Theo, right? Is one team. It was boys versus girls, and then it was okay. So
Yeah.
Jrmi and Val can both roll me an intelligence to try to remember this, because I don't think the other two of you guys were present.
Oh, good. 15.
Okay.
Yeah, 4.
4. Okay, so you don't remember Jrmi at all.
I
Val,
remember little.
you remember that you talked to Vel about, there was the theory that when you guys were exploring this dungeon, there was a giant monster in the bottom, and it was a Giralon, but you had briefly thought it might be a dragon. And the mention of a dragon had caused Vel to go into like a 1,000-yard stare and talked about how dragons were his favorite enemy, because his village was destroyed by a shadow dragon, which is a particularly nasty species of dragon that lives in the Underdark. So those pieces kind of click for you. The other two of you, Moss and Theo, don't know this because this didn't come up when you guys were around. But you suddenly were kind of not paying attention before, and then realize and have this epiphany. What do you do with it? that information.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna walk over to him and just try to like hold his hand. Just be like, there.
Give me a persuasion. It's not like you have to say anything, but like how smooth are you about
How
this?
smooth am I? Not at all. There's almost a nat 20. Ah, so
no.
close. Yeah, no, it's like 5.
Okay, yeah. So you sort of like grab his hand in sort of a like
Just I'm still
obvious
hungover.
way.
Just like,
I don't
sorry.
want to talk about it. He like pulls his hand away. It was a long time ago. Oh, I was a different person then. Anyway, we gotta get out of here. This isn't a safe place. We gotta get out of here. It's not important. And he gets very cool about it. Yeah, is there
We're
anything you
all
guys want to
very
do
not cool
on the
today.
on that day?
Can I, like... I'm just going to keep my eyes open to see if I see anything worth snagging.
Okay,
Interesting
yeah.
rocks, perhaps.
Sure. You can do perception if you want.
But not for rocks.
Yeah, can I do that, but not for rocks?
Yeah. Moss is probably like, he's thumbing through the rubble. It's like, man, there's nothing even cool here.
Yeah, sure. Go for it. You can
Finding
roll.
all these cool
I
shit that, like,
I
really
rolled a
love,
9.
like,
Yeah, there's like gold and gems. Like, man.
enchanted
You're
wand,
just looking for
like,
rocks,
something
right?
like- yeah.
Like a whole arsenal. It's just like, no.
Go ahead and give me a roll, Theodûir, if you want to look for stuff.
I think you asked as well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
whoever
also
wants
wanna
to.
look
Yeah.
at stuff.
first.
Let's
Yeah.
loot this
Yeah.
guy's city.
He went on ahead. He won't care.
Just a 7. I
Yeah.
don't see anything cool.
This is investigate, right?
Perception.
Oh, okay. 15.
Cool.
I got an 11.
Awesome. So yeah, the place has been pretty thoroughly picked over. If this happened 20 years ago, it's not too surprising. There wouldn't be a lot lying around that's cool. Val, you find in one of those old kind of shattered buildings that there is sort of partially embedded in the wall appears to be a big, it's maybe about this big, like pitch black. And when you pick it up and kind of move it around, it sort of like glimmers in sort of a faintly purple, a massive scale.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah.
Use it as a shield.
Yeah, I know. That's just what I was gonna ask. Could this scale be transformed into a shield?
Yeah, it could be. It's a little small, but you can make it into a buckler, probably. That would be kind of like a light shield. You could still wield a weapon in your hand with. Yeah.
Oh my god, yes, I can dual scimitar with my shield.
Sure, yeah. Go for
Yeah,
it.
baby. You know
Cool.
it. You know it. That's gonna be what I do tonight at the fire.
Yeah, you gotta make it obvious that you have it.
No, I don't want to announce it. I just want to kind of like. I'll just like tuck it away. I'll pull
Okay.
it out at the fire. But yeah, I'm not gonna like announce it.
Cool. That's fine. Yeah, the Drow City only takes, maybe a couple of hours of your full day. There's a lot more trailblazing you guys can go through before you make your next camp. And once again, you are led to another pair of these dwarven waymarker statues. All right, what do you want to do? Set up camp?
Fire.
Yep, fire.
Fire for
Do you
sure.
want to set up some kind of like fire perimeter?
Can't we do that? I mean, we'll produce flame. I guess we can. Yeah,
Yeah, you could.
You mean like a
like around
a
us.
perimeter.
Yeah.
like a fence?
Yeah.
Like a fence.
A fence.
We're
It
one-
would be a fence. A fire fence.
We're 1 day away from Thordar, the Dwarven City. We have 2 days of extra supplies. We could use that extra wood, but if we do that and we get lost tomorrow, we're out of firewood.
What about?
So if we build a fence, we won't have any fire tomorrow.
yeah.
But ideally you should be making it there tomorrow during
Yeah.
the day. So this is your last camp.
Oh,
but-
okay.
But if you get lost tomorrow, you may need it again, right?
Oh shit.
It is possible.
I don't suppose we're still by that city or anything, and that there's any like stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
It's too late. We're back.
Well, I guess we're fine with just one fire, and then if anything,
We can build a
Yeah,
I
fence
think we
later.
can
okay.
Yeah,
up
because
to
if
you.
you
I
guys
don't-
get turned around and like, yeah, we're
Yeah, I don't trust us to make it there.
yeah, right.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So
Who
you make
knows
your
what kind
fire.
of drugs we'll get on?
I just saw those mushrooms in my bag.
What do you guys do at this camp? Your last camp in the Underdark.
I think Moss is going to talk to any of the rocks around here.
Okay.
Because he'll spend first watch just chatting with the rocks and stuff. So
Sweet.
I definitely make my buckler.
Okay.
I don't like make it obvious, but I make it, and then I'm like looking over.
Well,
my
okay.
handiwork
You need to
and
make like that would need to be taken to someone. Like you're not an armor smith, are you? Like
I don't know. I took no, just kidding.
yeah,
I took
I
a
don't
feat in
think
that.
so.
Nah, it's just in my bag. Though. It's
Wizard,
fine.
Yeah, you can have it. And you
Can
could
take
like
a level in
an
Rogue
armorsmith.
next
an
time.
armorsmith. Yeah, you could like polish it or get it ready, but probably you would be able to make it into a buckler unless you have the tools and nails and things to make a shield, right? Like, yeah. I assume you didn't bring that stuff with you into the Underdark.
Not this time.
So do you keep it out? Are you like having it visible? Or are you
No,
gonna keep
I'll keep it. I'll look at it for a second, then put it back in my bag and make sure it's safe and like
Okay.
padded
Yeah.
and secured.
Sweet. Velda does not seem to notice, so you're good.
Excellent.
What are you gonna do, Theodûir?
Yeah, I'll just be trancing. That's cool.
Cool. You be trancing.
That's cool.
Uh,
I'm
what about-
trancing if that's cool.
What about Jrmi and Boppy? What are you guys up to?
Boppy hopefully is asleep, and I'm kind of just like lounging against Boppy. Do I need to do a watch? Do we need another person on a watch? Who's doing watches?
Moss is doing the first one. It sounds like,
Okay.
but then we'll need at least 2 more.
I'll do.
I can do one of them.
second. Do you want to do second? You want me to do second?
I can do second.
Cool. Yeah, I might need some sleep after that.
Yeah.
Do
Then
drug
do it. Okay.
My drug trip and my hungover day.
Can I do a persuasion on my watch to just like I of course made a song for Vel. And I want to like quietly like sing it because I know he can hear me, so I kind of want to be like singing.
Okay, sure. That's which watch do you have?
Second?
Yeah. Second.
Okay, so we'll get to it in a little bit because something might happen before then. But
Oh.
give me perception, please, Moss, on your first watch, and I'll give you disadvantage if you're spending the time talking to the stones.
Honestly, he's chatting with the stones, but it's kind of like he's interested in what the stones are saying, but he knows about the spiders.
Okay, so you're more focused on looking.
Yeah,
the
so
stones.
he's
Cool.
more
Then-
focused on looking, but he is chatting with him. He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
They're
you
di-
do
they're
it, but you're like
dissertations.
really half listening, like, yeah,
He's like,
okay.
oh, sure. Oh,
then
yeah.
what?
Well, it didn't help me. I don't-
Okay. What'd you get?
What? 8.
All right. So you're talking to the stones, and maybe one of the stones has something really fascinating to say. It's something talking.
What?
What? And you happen to miss. You are sitting there talking, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, there's sort of a wet, like, sound, and the fire is extinguished. You can still see because you have dark vision, and you're looking around, and you can see, like, as one, this tide of spiders comes in from all directions towards the camp. Roll initiative, everybody.
Oh my god.
Shit. God, fuck you. God. Under 10 all day.
All day.
Nice. Them dice be
Guys
cursed.
go. They're cursed. They're cursed.
I got a 6.
I'll get there. One moment.
I as well got a 6. So what's your dex?
Well, it's not 0.
Okay,
So.
I will help you.
Oh,
All
yeah,
right.
you have your creepy
1 second, guys.
spiders.
Playing out of the monster manual, old school style.
Yeah. You borrowed Theo's monster manual and
I
played
did.
with
Yeah, I'm playing out of it. You got it. That's exactly how I roll. Okay. How'd we do?
Me and Moss both got a 6, but my dex is higher.
Okay. Did anybody beat a 13?
No, I got a 10.
I also
Oof.
got a 10.
Right, what's your
Oh.
dex? I got +2.
+3.
So she's going first?
Okay.
No, the spiders are going first. But
They are going
And then
first.
Jrmi, and then me, and then
Maybe
you,
Val.
and then...
We don't know where he lands.
He got like a
He's
nat
away.
20.
Which of the
He's like,
two?
"Dad."
Which of the two 10s is going first?
Jrmi.
Jrmi. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
Val.
Yeah.
yes, Queen.
What's with you?
It's your new favorite one.
Loving it right now. yeah.
Talk to us
Yes.
about it.
Of the two 6s, who's going first? Theo?
Theo.
Theo and then Moss. Okay. Cool. That actually works out pretty cinematically. So the swarm of spiders comes like basically scampering over the camp and basically engulfs the entire campsite. There's just spiders crawling all over all of you. So anyone who's asleep is basically rudely awoken by these spiders
Spider.
crawling all over you.
Ah!
So against Moss, they get they don't have oh, they do. You didn't see it coming. So they have advantage. That's a 15 Moss. That'll hit you, right?
Anything hits me. I have a 12 armor class.
Okay, cool. Against Val, that's only a 13. Now remember, you guys are probably not wearing your armor when you're asleep.
Oh, come on.
You can't sleep in. What kind of armor do you have?
I have chainmail. I definitely
Yeah,
can't sleep
you definitely
in
can't sleep in chainmail.
I actually don't.
I would hear a case for leather armor, especially considering it's spider, but you
Leather.
cannot sleep in chainmail.
I actually just have robes, right? So
Rude.
Yeah, you and
Yeah,
I don't.
rude.
my ice is the same. I
So
think.
without your chainmail, what's just like 10 plus your dexterity modifier?
So it'd be 12.
12. Okay, yes, you are
Yeah.
hit by one of these spiders. Oh my gosh, I roll a natural 1 and a 2 to attack Theodûir. So you managed to like evade these spiders. And then against Jrmi, yeah,
Your
I got you
Tourette's
with a
couldn't
21.
jump out.
So you guys will take
Dumb.
8 damage. 8 piercing as these spiders are gnawing into you. Not you, Theodûir, you're fine.
Just turn.
They're just covering you. You also notice you hear sort of like a terrified
Oh, Bobby!
Bay as Boppy is attacked and also takes the damage and does not fare very well. Still alive, but not having a great time.
Holy shit.
Boppy, Jrmi, I'm gonna say Boppy goes on your turn, and it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
Cool. Fuck that. I'm gonna try Shatter.
Okay.
Because I know they're all within 30 feet of me. Well,
They are within 30
a bunch
feet
of them are.
That saving throw?
Yes. Constitution.
Cool.
Ooh,
Ooh, they rolled pretty well. I think so. I got a 19 on the die. They don't add anything, so that's a success, but they'll take half damage.
They will.
Sorry, dude.
That's right. What? So they take 5.
Okay. 5. Gotcha. Yeah, I forget what this is. This is like the kazoo? Like, how do you describe this
Yeah,
one?
well, since I always have the kazoo in my mouth, apparently, so I just like blow
And
it,
it'll-
but like it's like a dog whistle, basically.
Oh, okay, so you blow it, you don't hear any sound, but you see spiders get like thrown off of you and are like pulped against the walls. Nice. Cool. Do you want to move?
I just want to like throw myself over Bobby.
Okay, sure. Yeah. So I would say you could do that, and that will basically make you the target instead of the goat. I'm fine with that. Cool. Val, it is your turn. You are covered in spiders.
Well, I have 2 really good plans, but I have so many friends around me.
Yeah. You do have a lot of friends around you.
And a goat that
And
we're
a
literally
goat.
supposed to not kill.
Guys, I really want to.
Do what?
I mean,
Don't kill the goat.
Don't
Here's-
kill the goat.
here's the
Yeah,
thing,
that's
like-
the whole point.
you could, and then Shat could just donate us a bunch of heals.
That's true. That's the other
Yeah,
option.
that's true.
The goat is in a very bad way. If we can get some donations that can help the goat out, I would say they could be retroactive. So if the goat takes damage, they could heal the goat back.
They can bring that goat back to life.
It's
Just
that
saying.
residuals from the mushrooms that the goat ate.
It's true, it's
Right.
true.
Absolutely.
Don't kill the goat.
Guys, I have to do this one.
God, you're gonna kill the goat. If that goat dies,
Don't
Moss
I
will be
technically
very
kind
upset.
of shield the goat a
I
little
think
bit
so.
too?
You are shielding the goat, yes.
Yeah,
I
so
would
anything
stab
that would
it.
hurt the goat would hurt you instead. Yep.
All right, so Val instinctively, as she wakes up and there's spiders all around her, instantly thunderwave.
Okay. Cool.
So you guys have to make Constitution saves.
Yes.
Everybody. It's a 15-foot.
I don't think it's immediate radius though. I think it's a cone, isn't it?
It's a 15-foot radius
Oh,
around me.
okay.
Yeah, let me
Okay.
check. No, Burning Hands is a cone. Thunderwave. Let me get my notes. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like 15 feet
Okay. Then
around me.
go for it,
7 from
everybody.
me.
Give me Constitution checks, please.
15-foot cube. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's a cube. Sure, that's fine. We can do it that way. That's not how I normally rule it, but I'm cool with it. That's the way you want to do it. Okay, cool. So Veldon actually fails, and the spiders succeed. So,
What?
sorry, I rolled a 19 and a 17. I can't help it.
So annoying. All right.
What's
well,
the DC?
Really low. 9.
Oh, okay. Veldon made
Yeah.
it.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I got a 12.
They're still pushed 10 feet away.
Okay, cool. How did you do, Theodûir and Moss?
I got a 21.
Yeah, you're good.
What's the save
It's a Constitution
Nine.
save, I believe.
Oh yeah, you're good.
fine.
I'm good.
Cool.
So
But it does have
everything's,
the advantage
like-
of pushing everybody, right?
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah,
Super
exactly.
helpful.
So everything's 10 feet away, and the spell emits a thunderous boom audible out to 300 feet.
Okay, cool.
So you
Like,
just shattered this up.
everybody's thrown.
Oh, yes,
The like dust and like small stones rain from the ceiling all around you, right? From
Just
this
me
huge
and, like, a
thunderous.
small little 10-foot thing. I'm just like, what?
like a crater.
Yeah. It should also be pointed out that the fire is gone. So, Jrmi, if you want to do attacks or anything, probably in future you have to be going through the
You were
magnifying
in
glass, right?
Underdarkness.
Yeah.
Hate
Yep.
that.
That's the worst. Veldin will take out his bow and he's going to turn and he puts 3 arrows on the string and is going to shoot it at the spider. He is a ranger. He gets to make extra attacks. It's 1 hit, 2 hits, 2 hits with his longbow. Rolling some damage. Oh, yeah. He puts a real nasty arrow in that giant spider. It's looking pretty bad. So 2 of them, one of them misses, but 2 of them go into the pedipalps of the giant spider. That kind of like rears back.
That's fine.
But then it's the giant spider's turn. So this giant spider comes scuttling in. Anyone with dark vision can see it. And you can see Theodûir that it has like a big burn mark on the side of its face. It's clearly the same one that you attacked. And it is going to go for the goat. Let's
Which
see.
means Jrmi.
Oh,
It crosses
Jrmi and
your...
Bobby.
It's going to have to move past you, Val, as it scampers on its way. So you can make an opportunity attack against it if you would like, as it goes.
I do want to do that.
Go for it. So
So
it's just like a melee basic attack with your weapon.
just with one of them because I have both my scimitars.
Yeah, but as an opportunity attack, you can only make
Oh, it's
one.
just one. Got it.
Yep.
Nat 20.
What? Crazy. Give me some damage. You might do it.
I'm you can take for me.
Yeah, and there goes the t-shirt cannon.
Yeah, right. Alrighty, so that's 17 damage.
Would you like to describe how you kill this giant
Yes,
spider?
I will. I think after that like thunder wave, like do that like weird land, and I look up and I see this giant spider coming at me.
Mhm.
Huge jump in the air with the scimitar and just right across all the eyes.
Yes, beautiful slash. And it's like a Zack Snyder, like you jump really fast and then you're slow in the air as the scimitar comes down and then it's fast again.
Yep.
It like hits the ground and slides and it like ends up dead next to you, Jrmi, like a couple feet away. It's like horrible,
Do I see it
mutilated
when it finally
spider
slides
face.
into like my presence, where am I just like,
And like, yeah, so you were like, you had your magnifying glass, you were looking somewhere else and you heard the slash and so you turn and just in the magnifying glass we see it.
Yeah.
And it's like legs are all twitching because it died like a dead spider, right? Horrible. Okay, Theo, it's your turn. So you were pushed 10 feet away from this thing.
Hey, Chat
Hey, what?
owner donated
chat owner.
$4. I think it's 4.
I love them fours.
Four.
I love them
Nice.
fours.
Who's that for, Shadow Owner? Let us know in the chat. Thanks, buddy. Theo, it is your turn.
Silence.
Why
Chat
is it
owner, you
4?
killed the stream with your donations.
Oh no, are we okay?
Yeah, we're
No,
good,
we were
we're
just
good.
all super quiet.
Yeah,
like,
we're
as
just
if we were
like,
waiting
stop
for
for
him
a
to like type
second.
in his message. Like,
Yeah.
who's it for? Who's it
Who's it
for?
Is it me?
Yeah, we'll take a sec. We'll pause. We'll wait for it.
Yeah. Should I just move on?
Yeah, let's just go, Theo, and then if you can use it
I
later.
just want
If
to
it,
take a moment
if
for
it
my awesome like. Okay, cool.
You did
we're
kill
good,
that
we're
spider.
good.
So
My
those
attack.
2 spiders missed me while I was trancing in
Yeah.
the beginning. So I imagine I was just like sitting there cross-legged and they somehow just like flew right by me.
yeah, right.
And like I'm just like it just like whiffs by my hair or whatever.
Yes.
And all of a sudden I like wake up out of it and I realize there's all these spiders around me.
Covered in
And
spiders.
it's like
yeah.
it's like, okay, this is what I've been reading in the Monster Manual for the past 3 nights.
Yes.
I am ready for this. And
Absolutely.
he stands up and the orb comes out, and I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray.
Yeah.
Ooh, you do have a fire spell.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, go for it.
And so I get to choose. Also, I'd like to use 2 of my sorcerer points to do a twin spell of this.
Sure. Okay.
Try to maximize
So it's technically one big target because it's a swarm. So you can just basically do it twice at the same target, right?
Okay,
Awesome.
cool. So it's 3 rays. I don't know.
Yeah.
If
So it
it's
would
a
be
hit, I
6
get to-
rays.
Yeah. Okay.
Jesus. Each one of your fingers. Like,
So is each ray? Is it just one attack for each ray though?
I'm not 100% sure how your spell works, dude.
Let me read it to you, Timothy, and let's figure it out. You create 3 rays of fire and hurl them at targets within range. You can hurl them all. You can hurl them at one target or several.
Yeah.
Make
So
a
it would
ranged
be,
spell
if you do
attack.
twin spell, it's 6 rays then. Yeah.
Gotcha. So make a ranged spell attack for each ray. On a hit, the target takes 2d6.
Yep. So 6
So-
attacks.
So 6.
and 6 damages.
All right. So I'll just roll some d20s here, and I'll tell you what they
Yeah,
are.
go for it.
Okay, so quick update. He did $4, but $2 for goat heals and $2 as like a spare heal for.
Gotcha. I love it.
Oh,
All right.
awesome. Oh,
Jeremy,
Boppy's
since
back.
you are the keeper of the goat, would you like to roll me 1d12 plus 2? Well,
The keeper of the goat.
Goat keeper.
Someone have a D12 around?
Yeah.
Thanks.
I win.
Plus 2, you said?
plus 2. Yep.
Plus 2, you say.
9.
Nice.
So a total of 9.
Yes.
Cool. Boppy is back up to full.
Yeah.
The
Boppy.
mushrooms he ate, man.
Yeah.
He's on roids. He's just cool. So here's first couple of attacks. Oh boy.
Yep.
So first one's a 24. Second one's a 19.
Good lord. Yes.
Yeah.
Then it's a 15 and a 21.
Uh-huh.
The same beginners like no
All
more.
right.
This is
And
Rock's
then the
Palace.
last one. 11. Probably not. On that one.
11 will not do it. No.
Okay. It was
But you hit
almost super bad.
with 4 of them, right? Yeah.
Wait, did I only roll 4?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Well, you rolled 5.
You rolled
need one
5.
more.
Oh,
Yeah,
whoops,
one
my
more.
bad.
Hey!
Mod 20?
Yes. Uh-huh. So you hit with 5.
Dope.
Unlimited power!
This is 10,
Just pulling these
10d6
rays
fire
out of his
damage,
orbs.
Theodûir.
Badass.
I kind of like it where the orb is like there in front of you, and it's just shooting all 6 rays. Just
Yeah.
like line, just
Like
Like
rolling
you're not
around
doing
the
anything
room.
across the screen.
Like I'm like doing this. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me the damage. 10d6.
10d6. Alright, so that's 7,
7, 14.
14, 21. That's
31.
31.
and then this is the last two here.
Jesus.
Oh,
41 damage.
41 damage?
41 damage.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh my god.
All right. So you cast it, and as you said, you're like whipping them around, and they're and like spiders are getting thrown. You obliterate the remaining spiders.
Oh yeah.
They're just scorched and
Yeah.
utterly destroyed. Again, it feels very Zack Snyder to me that like Val does her crazy jump, and then like you stand up and your orb is floating and fire is like leaching out of it and destroying spiders. We
Like
are
apocalypse coming out of your orb for the spider.
absolutely nice. Okay, cool. That's Theo's turn. Unless you wanted to move. Right, I assume he just kind of stood up and just brought this holocaust to these spiders.
Yeah.
Right? Just-
His
Just like
move
all
will
once
be
you just
yeah.
his exhale of satisfaction. No, he didn't
Yeah.
move. Sorry. Yeah.
Sweet. Moss, it is your turn.
What do I do now?
So there are
done.
no clear bad guys. We are going to stay in initiative for secret reasons. What would you do next after that happened?
the apocalypse just rained down on the swarm of spiders.
Moss is gonna like he'll produce flame in like one hand and like ready an attack. Like, guys, there's spiders coming.
There's just dead spiders everywhere.
Do you light the corpses on fire?
A lot of the corpses are actually smoldering. Yeah, there is like some faint light in the area from his scorching ray. Yeah, and now from your produced flame, definitely.
Horrific.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Give me a perception, Moss. Actually, I'll let you make.
Yeah,
a
sure.
perception check.
That's the most badass Theo has ever done.
Ooh, perception is mod 20.
Okay, cool.
I think he's a little scared of himself now. All of a sudden.
So your light is kind of going around. You're looking around. You can see down one of the tunnels.
greatest fear has changed.
There is another figure that you hadn't seen before. Sort of a hulking shape, vaguely humanoid-esque, but you see that same on the face of it, a bunch of these glittery eyes. And it seems to be holding a.
You gotta follow, yay.
Yeah.
Oh, yay. It seems to be
Hulking creature,
holding
must
a stick some kind of a like stick in its hand, and it's like just distant enough that you can't quite make it out, but it's just on the edge of your dark vision. It's kind of standing there looking
Right.
evil.
Well, Moss will definitely point out. It's like horrific creature, 12 o'clock.
Cool.
And
do you
then
want
I'll
to
just
throw
lob
your produce
fire
flame?
at it.
Yeah,
So,
do it.
Ah,
You need a new stick.
ah.
Does have a cool stick.
I sling fire at his face.
Go for it.
Motherfucker, 12.
Okay, it does not quite hit, but it does hit close enough that you can kind of get a look at the creature. It's a hunched creature, as I said. It's got basically vaguely spider-like features, kind of covered in like tarantula hair, and it has like a big kind of pot belly, and it's like squatting forward and holding this awful stick. It looks vaguely humanoid, but it isn't wearing any clothing or anything, and it's got these like awful spidery pedipalps, and it just kind of like moves to the side when you do that. And that is where we're going to take our next break with this horrible creature. So we'll be back in 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere for the exciting conclusion of episode 13. The
We
eyes
just
have
obliterated
it.
a bunch of spiders.
When the Duchess isn't looking, I'm gonna pull a face at Casimir. Does he see me?
An 11? Yeah, you see him get sort of chastised, and then...
Oh, and it's
Yep, all forked and way too long.
forked.
That's a whole thing.
The adventure begins on the 10th of Harvest Home, 929 of Kairosh's Third Age. This is episode 30, Sisters of Steel.
All right, we are back. So when last we left our adventurers, Theodûir and Val, working together, had utterly obliterated all the spiders that attacked them. There's one enemy yet remaining that Moss spotted down one of these corridors that appear to be some sort of hulking spider creature, a Spider-Man, but not your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. The worst kind of Spider-Man, the bad kind. And you hurled some flame at it with your produce flame spell, but it did not seem to strike the creature. It is now that creature's turn. So let's see.
Always a goddamn question mark.
Theodûir.
Question mark.
We're going to say that you and Moss are approximately adjacent. Big enough, anyway. Okay, so I need you guys. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay, no. So I missed Theo. But Moss,
You're like, oh, thank you.
you're standing there. You hurl your flame at it. The creature kind of ducks out of the way, and you see it. It almost has like a throat sac, and its throat sac kind of like starts to like bubble. It leans forward and just hawks something really horrible at you. You see this like gunk come flying out, and it strikes you, and you are basically enveloped in these goopy, sticky strands.
I webbed you, man.
Restrained, yeah.
Good.
This goopy
I was worried I was going to get to do something this fight.
alas, no. You're wrapped up, and then like sort of like, kind of dealing with like, oh god, and then you feel yourself being pulled down the hallway. You can see that this creature is basically tugging the strand and is pulling you away into darkness. So you guys have dark vision, you can see, but Jrmi, as far as you're concerned, Moss is basically yanked into this like horrible goop comes out, grabs Moss, and yanks him away. Yeah, Moss, you're like, this episode.
You and Boppy are just shrieking in the corner.
Okay. There is no such thing as a spider swarm anymore, so Jrmi, it is your turn.
Cool. Can I take a minute and just talk about the thing? So you do this cool fucking epic thing. You kill a massive spider. And you just obliterate the entire cavern. Moss gets like sucked away, and I'm just like hovering over.
A goat, yeah.
It's just like,
Being like, it's okay. It's okay. I just
What do you want to do with this
point
goat?
that out. Can I do? Yep. Yeah. Well, I'd like to do healing word,
Okay.
which is a
On.
bonus. 60. It's a 60-foot instant radius. Oh, creature. No, creature inside. You're right.
Sure, but who are you casting it on?
Crap. Who's got
Oh,
bad
crap.
stuff?
I'm down to
Bad
22.
I know.
Oh, hell.
What are you
I'm
down
good.
to?
Yeah, I don't
I'm
know
at
if
full.
anyone has.
I'm at 20. I'm fine.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
I
well,
am getting
either,
dragged
yeah.
off into a cavern by a terrible Spider-Man.
I don't think
but-
she-
I will also say that we have since Shadowrunner donated another $2. It seems unlikely that the goat will get hurt, so we can maybe save that $2 for a PC if they want to use it later if they get hurt, right?
Never mind. Then I'm gonna use my my vision glass, whatever it is. and try and locate the thing that's pulling away Moss so that I can maybe do
Okay.
cloud of daggers around it.
Yeah, sure. Give me a perception. We'll say this is your bonus action.
19.
19. Yes, you can definitely see. You basically can like hear Moss struggling, and then go from there and look and see this creature. Like it's really gross because it hawked the stuff out and is pulling it back in, but doesn't seem to be able to do it with its mouth. So it's like grabbing the slime that comes out of his own mouth and then pulling him back. It's very, very gross. And it's like yanking Moss back.
I hate it.
What do you want to do?
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Cloud of Daggers.
Right
It's
on
within.
top of
Is it
that
within
beer.
60 feet of me?
It is. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Cloud of Daggers in its square.
Okay. And this is if it starts its turn there, it takes the damage, right?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, cool. Sweet. Yeah, so it's the like you mime throwing the dagger, but you don't actually throw it, right? Is the idea? Okay, cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
When we get to its turn, something will happen, presumably. Val, it is your turn.
Oof. All right, so I see this shite go down. How far away from the terrible Spider-Man am I?
I would say you're about 30 feet away from the terrible Spider-Man.
The terrible.
The terrible Spider-Man.
The bad kind of Spider-Man.
The bad guy of Spider-Man. All right. Yeah, I'll shoot an arrow at this Mao. I don't.
Okay.
Even, nope.
It doesn't have great AC, but I assume still
It's like
not above a 10.
6.
Yeah, no, okay. Swing. Do you get distracted by Vel or something like that? Like, why does this
I
go?
think so. I'm trying
by?
to see where he is because I'm like, oh my god, did I hurt him? Oh shit! Oh.
Twang. Okay. Speaking of which, it is Vel's turn. So Vel will take out his bow and again lock 2 arrows and try to shoot it at this creature as well. He gets 1 hit. The creature takes some damage. Okay, cool. That is Vel's turn. All right, and then it is the giant spider no longer exists. I will cross giant spider off my initiative list. Theo, it is your turn.
My turn?
Yes.
Cool. Do I see this creature?
Yes, you do.
I saw all that? Okay, cool. I'm gonna, since that orb's still floating there, I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb again.
Nice.
It's a new day.
Yes.
And I'll choose fire again, because that seems to be working well.
Cool.
And I'll just see if I hit that guy.
Go for it.
Creature.
yeah.
My dice were on fire. 19.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah. Give me that damage.
Yeah. Sorry, I think it's 3d8. Let me just double check.
Oof.
Shing, shing,
I think
shing.
that sounds right. I think that's what you did before.
Yeah, it's 3d8. Oh, that's not a d8. Sorry. That's so
take it.
5 and 6 plus. So 9 total.
9. Oof. Yeah, good. Cool. Yeah, you launch this chromatic orb. It goes flying down. It seems to blast the creature. It doesn't seem to kill it, but what it does do is that it ignites that goopy strand of whatever it is. And so it starts to burn down. So it looks like, probably on its turn, which is coming up very soon, that it will basically sever the line between the creature and Moss in the goop. Moss, it is your turn. So you're being yanked. What do you want to do?
Not be yanked. Escape.
Okay. Yeah, you can attempt to make an escape check.
Are my
with a-
hands free?
No, you're basically bound up.
Oh, okay, I'm bound up. Yeah, escape is my only option.
It'll be strength check then. Yeah.
Well,
You can't change it to an animal and like get out that way.
Like a bat.
Oh, he can't.
You can't fly, but you might be able to turn to something that's stronger.
such as a badger.
Everybody's
If you
favorite.
turn into a horse, you could just break it.
Well, I wasn't even thinking about turning into animals, but give me 1 second.
Just to a giant bear, just like, yeah.
Be a walrus.
Yeah.
I mean, a walrus would serve your purposes, right?
Something horrifically heavy to. It's just like
Yeah, just like.
That's a very like sorcerer in the stone solution to the problem, right? The like transformation battle in that movie. Yeah.
yeah, just like wow.
Such a good movie.
Sorry.
It's okay. No.
I wasn't even thinking about turning into animals.
You're welcome.
This break brought to you by the letter F.
Yeah.
F Kevin for not being prepared.
This break brought to you by Wild Shape. Are you tired of being a humanoid?
All right.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, yeah.
So, like, you'll see.
I sure wish
like,
I had
the elf
multi-attack.
In the distance, he's getting dragged, and everyone he's getting further. You can still see it, and all of a sudden, in that little sack, green.
Yeah, cool.
And then the telltale sign that Moss is his true form.
Awesome.
And he'll claw his way out.
It is an action to try to escape, so
Yeah, I
it would
know.
have to be next round. Because you turned in, right? That's an action.
Turning into a badger.
So I can't use
Turning into a
move
badger in action
either?
or
I
bonus
guess
action.
I'm bound.
It's an action to try to escape.
Oh, screw it. I'm just gonna try to escape then. I'm not gonna. I want to do something this fight. So
Okay, cool. Uh-oh. That's okay. So you're struggling in there.
yeah.
But you do notice that the fire is basically creeping down the web and may be able to come and help you to get out of there.
Set me
Awesome.
on fire.
Yeah, right.
So the creature basically loses its connection. The webbing burns through, and it sort of hisses in anger. It's going to basically stride forward with its stick to try to come over and basically grab you, Moss, with its claws. So
Did
it'll
it
pick
take
you
that
up.
damage from the?
Oh, it does take the dagger
Yeah.
damage. Yes, give me that damage, please.
13.
13. Okay. All right, so that's pretty good. It is still alive, but it gets cut up by these daggers, and it kind of goes scampering out, and it's going to try to pick you up, Moss. It's going to make a
What is
strength.
this stick that he has? Can I see it?
It is a like gnarled wooden stick, kind of wrapped up in spider webs.
Cool.
Yeah.
I want that stick.
It will. Yeah. So it basically picks you up under its arm, kind of like a bundle, and is then going to try to like hobble away with you, basically. Okay. But the webbing is on fire. Okay.
Moss will inform everyone that this creature is horrifying up close.
It's very gross. It's got you like under its arm, like some of the tarantula hairs are like poking you, and you're like, oh,
This is
God.
not a cool way to die.
No, nah.
This thing is nasty.
Jrmi, it is your turn.
Well. Boy. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just see it, right? With my thing, I can see it.
Yeah, uh-huh. It came closer. It's even closer than it was before. It's like 15 feet away from Val.
Even closer. Okay, I'm gonna just try and hand crossbow it.
Sure, yeah, that's perfectly valid.
I forget you have hand crossbows.
I shouldn't hardly ever use
21?
them.
Yeah, that'll do
Okay,
Oh no!
got it. 5.
it. 5. Cool, yeah, it gets hit, but it is still alive. Okay, cool. Do you want to move, Jrmi? Or are you good where you are?
I'm good where I am, but I want to give bardic inspiration to Theo.
Okay, cool.
No, to Moss.
Yeah.
Whoa, that was very loud.
Yes.
Val, it is your turn.
Yeah, right. Alrighty, this guy's in 15 feet of me, yeah?
Yes,
Alright, I'm running up to him with my scimitar and my whatever the other one is.
the Kopesh.
Kopesh.
Yeah.
Kopesh. My Kopesh, my scimitar out. First one hit. That does not hit. Second one. God damn it. Does 10 hit?
10 was not hit, no.
Damn it. I try. I'm sorry.
So one of them is like a wild miss, and the other one he like brings his stick up and parries, and they hit. Yeah. Okay.
Damn it.
Awesome.
I'm
It is.
just so distracted by his hideousness. I'm just like, oh god.
Yeah. Right. Oh Jesus! It's like way grosser than you thought it was in person.
And Moss will probably say, I told you so.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
Yeah. Vel only hits it once. Yeah, doesn't quite kill it. He puts an arrow in its back, and it's hobbling away. It's got very few hit points. Well, it's trying to. I guess it's adjacent to you, Val, so it's probably squared off with you. Theo, it is your turn.
Okay, and it's running away.
It was trying to, but Val just got next to it. Yeah.
Oh, Val is next to it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Then, okay, I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost on it.
Cool. Go for it.
Heals it back to full.
Right.
He loves Ray of Frost. That's his favorite ability.
It's like, yeah, you do
It
that.
loves Ray of Frost. It created it.
I'm sorry. It does say in here that Ray of Frost. I'm sorry. Like it's just what it says in the book.
Oh,
It's like back to full. That's how
I'm
it
not
is.
trying to punish you.
you live, you learn, right? I guess that's just
Right. Yeah.
He was not looking at his monster manual well
I was
enough.
gonna say.
quite enough. Yeah,
So is this an attack roll?
it is. Yeah.
Cool.
Make a ranged spell check. So let's see here. Ooh, probably not. I got a 9.
That won't do it.
Missing.
Oh, so the Ray of Frost
Missing
whizzes
like
by.
Crazy.
Indeed. Hits the wall and
I
kind
think
of
Jrmi
crystallizes.
should finally get a kill on this one. Let's try it. Let's try
All right, so Moss, it is your turn. The webbing is on fire, so you're going to take a small amount of fire damage, 5 fire damage, but the creature will also take that. Oh god, it's just barely holding on. But I will also say, because the webbing is burning, you have advantage on any attempts to escape, if you'd like.
Ooh.
Well, yeah.
Cool.
How much? 5?
5.
So 16. All right. Well, how does bardic inspiration work? Does that just roll that with advantage?
Yep.
And just
You add that in there. Yep.
15.
Cool. Yeah, easily. It's coming apart in your hand, sort of as you rip yourself free. Okay, you are adjacent, but again, alas, that was your action. So unless you have a bonus action, like a healing spell or anything like that, I'm not sure.
I'm gonna tell that thing. I'm gonna take your stick. I'm gonna beat you with it.
Yeah, cool. It is the creature's turn, so it will basically make 2 attacks. It's going to attack Moss with its claws, and then Val with its bite. So claw attack against Moss is an 11. So I don't think that's going to hit you, right? You're 12.
Yes.
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 It like rips some of your clothes. Maybe it's got these big horrible claws, but you managed to keep your body away from it, and then it will try.
Well, since I didn't use my move action, it immediately just goes mending and just
just fixes it. Yeah. Ooh.
No.
Yes. Yes. So it's like swinging at the claws with Moss that kind of distracts you. You look at Moss. When you turn back, its fangs are in your neck.
Be like, Moss, you okay? Ah,
Yeah,
God.
absolutely. You take very little damage. You take oh well, that's a little better. Never mind. That's
Better for who, huh? Better for who?
oh boy, yeah. Okay, you take 19 damage.
Oh,
There is a heat.
Very
Seven of
little.
which
I'm gonna
7 of which
count
is
it.
the piercing damage is very little. It's like a 3 or 4 points of piercing and then a bunch of poison damage.
Got it.
And then I need a con save from you, real quick.
Heal out there.
Oh,
do have
I
extra.
don't make it, no.
Okay.
7.
So yeah, you get bit and you feel it like again. As you're saying next to it, Moss, you can see its like throat sac is like pulsing as it's pumping poison into Val's body. You are poisoned for 1 minute, Val. That means you have disadvantage on basically attacks, checks, and saves. Because you're just like woozy and you get like your neck is getting all puffy.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
And it's just like
You got a big
pumping
old
the
goiter right
poison.
there.
Yeah. It's very, very, very gross. Okay, that is that creature's turn, and now it is Jrmi and Boppy's turn.
Bobby! Bobby heals us all.
Yeah, I would like to use my merit badge.
There you go.
Crossbow
I was thinking about that merit patch.
Yeah.
So
Crossbow it.
I hit it right then. That's
No, it is
That's
advantage.
funny. Yep.
fine. Yeah, mod 20.
Yeah, absolutely. You can describe it. It had 2 hit points left, so
Do
you
it,
slay us.
girl.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You had a bonus to that, right?
To 4, what? No. Cool. So, like, yeah, I have
So
this
sitting
thing
there
up
like
and like Boppy, and I maybe see its like fangs in there, so I just like, gish. I mean, it's a hand crossbow. There's only like so cool I can be about it.
How many cool
I
things?
maybe like jump then, and I hand crossbow because everyone else does cool
Yeah,
jumps.
you do like an unnecessary John Woo like jump and shoot in the air. Just land. Right. It hits the creature in the back of the head and it like spasms. There's like an awful moment when it has its fangs in you and it like rips the fangs out. And it's really painful and it like collapses on top of you, Val, and brings you to the floor.
Oh, God. Yeah, I definitely collapsed. It's on top of me. It's just like, ew!
Oh god, it's all hairy and gross. You are basically immediately interrupted, Val, in that when you come over and you see that like Vel rips the creature off of you and it's like picking you up and it's like, are you all right? I can't believe I let this happen to you. And he gets like really, really close to your face, and you're both right there.
I'm still woozy. I'm just like
Awkward.
In the background of this really touching moment, you just see Mosh just beating this thing with a stick. I told you I was gonna do it.
It's like focus on the two.
Yeah, so it's the two faces, and then in a like background out of focus, it's just
an intense rack focus.
stick. Yeah. And he's just, it's all right, you're gonna be okay. I know what to do. Spiders were my first favorite enemy. And so he'll like suck the poison out of your wound, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
There's only one thing we can do. And he's spitting it out. What do you guys do?
I'm just
While this is happening?
Give her, is that Shadowner's other heal?
Yeah, we could give you that, or I thought we could save it as well because you don't super need it because you're going to be out of combat. But it's up to you guys. So we could save it for next time.
For story reasons, it kind of sounds cool.
I do like it for story reasons.
For
what do you
story
think?
reasons, I say yay.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Then go for it. You can roll a d12 and get additional +2.
Plus how much?
+2.
God, I wonder
total.
if
Yeah,
Theodûir
it's
even
like
knows
those
what they're
things, yeah.
doing. Like if he is like aware that like, are they liking each other? Like,
Yeah. Are they
I
like
know
it?
what's happening.
I'm dancing around because I finally.
Well, I guess I'm 13 now, so I have some feelings.
You understand, yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
You could also make a medicine check to see if what he's doing, because he's like doing it and then like spitting to the side, right? Like he is withdrawing venom.
Yeah, I want to know what he's doing.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you can make a medicine check.
Getting that poison out.
19. I'm
Yeah.
learning.
You're learning a lot about life today.
I get like really close to him. Like, what are you doing?
You get like, some of
like
the poison in
trying
your
to,
face because he doesn't know you're there. So, oh, I'm sorry.
She's like, ow! Boppy's like right there next to you. She's like, meh.
How'd you do, Theo?
Is, one of those 5 skills that I get a -2.
Oh, okay.
So I got a 7 on that one.
Yeah, you're not sure.
I don't know. I think
If I was being a jerk, what I like to do, of course, is to give you the wrong idea. I'm not going to do that. But my thought was that you think he's a vampire, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
right,
God,
right.
vampire! I knew it. His red
This whole
eyes,
time, it's
white
the
hair.
I know I've been reading about this. That's so weird, though. Why? He's not that dumb.
Too weird, yeah. But I like that idea. You have like a moment where you think, "Oh my God, he's a that can't be it." No, he's not.
That doesn't make any sense.
So
You're
Maz,
in the dark, though. Oh, wait.
No,
No,
hold on.
no,
No,
no.
stop it, Theo. Stop it.
I've seen him in the sun. Yes.
He's been.
you have a stick with cool. It's like all
You're
notched.
beating
and covered
the
up
shit
with
out of the
holes.
terrible Spider-Man.
I can barely hear him.
It's all notched and covered in holes and like covered in spider webs. If you want, you could do some kind of a check on it to see if there's anything cool about it.
Yeah. I'm gonna do an Arcana check and I'll get nothing for it, or I can do a Nature check and get something for it.
Arcana makes more sense. in this
Arcana
case.
makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
I got a 14.
There you go.
Okay. You don't know what its abilities are, but it does have that faint hum that suggests it's a magical item
cool.
of some kind. Yeah.
Me to take a look.
I think I'll have it one more time. It's like, and this thing's magic too. Pop! I'm gonna keep it. It's mine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's give your sex away from other things.
You would know, Theodûir, that you would need the identify spell to figure out exactly what its powers are. But
okay.
you can just tell that it's magical. Yeah,
Which I
it
don't
has some
have.
magical abilities.
Do you
Yeah.
need me to help you with that? Well, I won't. I could, but I'm not going to.
I choose not to.
I don't even care. Go. Why don't you go?
Do you want me to help you? Well, I won't. I don't even know.
Too bad. Just meh.
Luke of violence.
So the spider webs are just like stay on this thing, like they
It's
don't go.
kind of like wrapped in spider webs. If you try to like pull the spider webs off, you can pull the cobwebs away. Yeah, it's like as though he adorned them in spider webs. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm getting rid of the spider webs.
Okay.
Gonna put moss
Unless, of
on
course,
it.
that's like unless that would like kill the magic in it, but
It disintegrates. It turns into sand in your hand.
yeah, that's it.
I'm joking. It's
Take
fine.
1d10 fire.
In fact, you didn't even pick it up. You didn't even pick up the stick. You're still on the ground doing nothing.
This is all
Yeah, the
fantasy.
creatures- yeah.
Actually, yeah, this is
It's called like the staff of disintegratable spider webs, right? Like, I'm sorry, it's what it says in here. I
sorry.
can't.
Masa probably then like literally like just hit him with the stick and then just like rub the spider webs off. It's gross.
Okay,
Gross.
cool. Val, how do you react to having the poison sucked out of you?
I think I'm really still very disoriented.
Yeah. Okay.
So, like,
cool.
I'm in that mode of like, what is happening? And I hear Jrmi just like, what's going on? And I hear go just like, meh. And then I hear this guy just like beating away as some
sick,
spider
like,
dude. And
crunching
like, well,
noises.
I'm not here to help you.
The sickening sloshy crunch.
So confused but so excited at the same time. Just like, I have some mixed emotions.
Everybody fuck off.
Yeah.
So Vel will like carry you back to the campsite and like put you back in your bedroll and like sit next to you and make sure that you're okay. He basically like sits by your bedside. Yeah.
Aww.
So weird.
No, it's not. It's adorable.
Is there anything else you guys want to do that night? You want to like pile up the spider corpses, or there's a lot of dead spiders around?
I
The
would lay
ones
out the
that aren't
spider
like
corpses.
burned to a crisp.
Yeah, Moss will probably, if anyone's helping the spider corpses, we're gonna get them all together. Moss will help them burn them. Like, he's mad about it. Stupid
Cool.
idiot spiders and your nasty spider man.
And you like never take your hand off.
Yes,
the stick,
Jrmi,
you're
what's
just
up?
like,
Is anything about them valuable, or any ingredients or anything like that that would?
Yeah, you can make a nature check if you want to try to like dissect the spiders.
No, 6.
It's horrendously gross. You go over to one and then are suddenly like you smell it. You're like, oh no, I can't mess with this spider. I don't know.
Boppy, let's go out of here.
Yeah, you can heap up the spiders and burn them. You have kind of a hilarious misstep when you realize that there's nowhere for the smoke to ventilate. So there's suddenly like all this smoke, like because you're underground. You're like, oh god. The whole campsite fills with smoke. But yeah, you can just like eventually that will dissipate.
We almost killed.
Yeah, you guys want to go back?
You inhale the
Smoke
smoke and die.
inhalation.
Yeah. And that's how the campaign ended.
Yeah, wah,
It's actually just been a PSA for like fire safety. Right?
Yes. Don't smoke in the Underdark.
Exactly. So can I get one more perception from whoever is going to do the last watch?
Yes. Yes.
I'm unconscious,
You can.
y'all.
13.
Cool. Yeah. The rest of the night passes uneventfully.
Another
You think that a
horde
lot
of
of
spiders.
the noise and stuff probably like scared away anything that would have been in the area. There was a
right.
lot of explosions and
That's right.
flame and smoke.
Yeah.
There was like
That's-
a 300-foot radius thunderclap.
Yeah.
Everything's just like,
Pretty noisy. Yeah. Awesome. So there's one more day of voyaging to do, or traveling to the Underdark. So I will read that box text to you guys. It doesn't take very long after you pass that campsite before you basically pass from the sort of restrictive tunnels and terminals that you've kind of grown accustomed to over the past few days, and you step into this like one huge, enormous chamber. Like it's almost as though you're stepping out into day, but it's still black. Like the walls kind of scoop away to the side, and you're just in this huge cavernous space. I assume you don't have any torchlight, right? So it's just utter blackness goes as far as you can see. Now and again, you'll see like a stalagmite will kind of rise up and disappear as far as you can tell up into the ceiling. It could be hundreds of feet tall, who knows how wide. And every single one of your like footsteps as you walk like echoes kind of precipitously in all directions. Every once in a while, miles.
I think that even freaks me out. It's just like, oh,
Yeah, what do you guys want to do on this last day as you're walking?
I'm like whisper singing a song I made up.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be
Cool.
quiet, but
But it's still, yeah.
really not. Yeah, I don't want to talk at all. I just want to like.
Moss is probably still like poking around, like poking things with his stick. Just like, you're magic and I don't know what you do.
So Moss, when you wake up the next morning, it is covered in spider webs again. And you actually notice a couple of little black spiders are kind of crawling around it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe that.
generate spiders.
I would keep pulling that.
Moss will like look around when he wakes up. He'll look around. He'll just like point the stick at like a stalagmite. Bezor.
Yeah.
Give me an Arcana check.
18.
You say it, you point it, and you say Bezor, and then a bunch of like gunk shoots out of the one end of the staff and splats like a web against the wall. It kind of hangs there.
Ah! It is a magic word.
Told you.
Cool. This thing is neat. Yeah.
I did it. Yeah.
You got all
cool.
these,
So
like, cool
you're not
toys.
sure if that would work again, but it worked that time. And you see when you do that, basically all the webs that are on there are gone. It's almost like it sucks those webs out to make one.
Cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. Well, I got this cool stick.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What's up, Theodûir?
Can I do something?
Yes, of course. What do you want to
Can I go up to Bee-Boo?
Boppy.
Who's
Boppy. Sorry, Boppy.
Bee-boo.
Bee-Boo?
Bee-Boo.
We like
I think that was
the Rick and
really-
Morty joke here would be that there was a character named Bee-Boo who was with you the entire time. Like, I approached Bee-Boo. Bee-Boo went, "Hi there, Theo!" Like, there's this goofy character named Bee-Boo that we haven't referenced at all.
God.
No, you can go to Bob.
God damn it! You're supposed to ignore him.
I know Dad says you're not real, but
So it's Boopy, right?
Boppy.
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 Maybe I shouldn't do this at all. I'll just pass, I guess.
No,
Yeah.
come on.
I tried to approach the goat.
I'm not ready for this, clearly.
Boppy. You approached the goat.
I was going to try to approach Boppy
There you
and
go.
Vel and see if I could persuade Vel to letting us keep Boppy.
Oh, to let you keep Boppy.
Yeah.
Okay. Go for it.
All right.
I like that you're the one doing that.
Yeah, right.
Not one, man.
oh goodness gracious!
All right, so here's what it's
Yeah, please explain this to
probably
me. I
not
want to
too
hear it.
much different than what I just did. So it's Vel.
Yes.
You see, Jrmi and all the other children, they seem very attached to
Bobby.
Bebo Beboppa.
Children. Be Bobby Baba.
What do you say? Why don't we just say the thing died and we just get to let them all keep it?
Like turns to you. You like goats?
What? No, I don't.
It's weird, man.
No, Vel, I don't like.
It's weird.
Vel, I don't like goats.
Weird.
He just walks faster away with him.
Weird. Yeah. It's funny too because you had that moment with Vel the previous night where you're like, yeah, we can understand each other, and suddenly it's like, wait, no, I'm cool.
Yeah, you're right. I did. Yeah.
Yeah, he keeps his distance from you for the rest of the walk.
Funny.
Yeah, okay.
He thinks I'm a goat lover now.
You also would know that the goat is meant to be like a gift for the queen of this place. That like it would be, you'd have to like, it would be an elaborate deception to like hide the goat and be like, oh, it died. Who knows what
I could turn into the goat. And
There you go. This
And
is
the
a great
boss is
one.
left with them.
What are you gonna do, Jrmi? Oh, you're singing your song. You have your stick. What are you doing, Val, on the walk?
Sorry, I was distracted by Jrmi's Underdark circus.
God. What are you gonna do on the walk, Val? This last little bit.
I think I'm not saying anything really. I'm by Veldon the entire time, but like not really saying anything. I was just like, wow, I almost died yesterday, and then
Yeah.
like
Sure.
some other weird shit went on. But then Veldon and I slept next to each other the whole night, so it's
You're like trying to process your feelings.
I don't yeah.
Thinking
the
about
entire
writing
time
like a
just
love
trying.
poem. Yeah. Uh-huh. Gotcha. Cool. So can I get perception checks? You guys basically have a little bit of difficulty time like finding basically a wall here, finding where you need to go.
16.
Cool.
Same.
7.
Awesome.
15.
Yeah, working together, you guys can definitely find the way out of this massive cavern. There's kind of a scary moment in the middle when you like, it's been like an hour since you've seen an exterior wall, and you're like, how big is this place? Dear God. But eventually you find an area that Veldon seems kind of to relax a little bit as he realizes where you are. You see a short tunnel, obviously carved by stonemasons, leads deeper into the rock wall in front of you guys. A pair of these waymarker statues, though these two are attired as sort of dwarven warriors in helms with like hammers and shields, stand to either side. At the tunnel's end, you can see that there are a pair of massive stone doors, 20 feet tall, carved with dwarven runes and sealed against egress. As you approach, you hear kind of a sliding sound of like stone on stone, and you can see a little like hatchway inside the doors, and a pair of eyes peek out in here.
No
Who
one sees
goes
the
there?
red.
And what do you guys do? Yeah, how do you react?
Hello?
Hello.
And we have Boppy.
It's Jrmi's Underdark circuit.
And I think Moss will actually step up. But would any of my family or like cousins? I'm sure I have like billions of cousins.
Yeah.
Be here. Stonehewers.
Yeah, that's possible. Give me like a persuasion to just like. I'll give you advantage if you're a dwarf.
Yeah, Moss will step up. Is like, we're here on a diplomatic mission to deliver a whatever, like a prize riding goat.
And you can give the pedigree name or whatever of the goat, right? Like you would know it, from before.
Yeah, so the pedigree name from the goat, and then it's like, on a prize mission. My name is Moss Stonehewer. Maybe you've heard of my family.
Sure.
And then he'll like look back at Theodûir and be like,
What now? Oh, yeah.
Persuasion, I get a -2, so I get a 15 on this.
Whatever you say, it always kind of pisses people off. Like, whatever you
It's
say.
like, as I'm saying it, it's like, wow, that's kind of charming, and then they smell me.
All right, the smell comes through.
It's like, oh.
Oh, you've come with the goat. Oh, you're from the Stonehewer clan. The Stonehewer is here. Open the doors. The Stonehewer.
And people seem very excited that you're here. And the doors kind of
There's also a house
grind open. It's like drowned out by the sound of the doors grinding open. Right?
Never mind.
Awesome. I think that's probably where we're going to conclude, guys. Nice work. That is episode 13. The eyes have it. Successfully navigated the Underdark. Kind of, sort of made out with your crush. Got a weird stick.
Got
Made a
real
good
close.
friend.
You were
Real
necking.
close.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did a little
You got
bit.
necked.
I was a little disoriented. I don't really know what was happening.
You made out with 2 people, technically. I mean, your crush and a terrible Spider-Man.
Oh,
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. So if you guys like that adventure and you're still in the chat, go ahead and send in a vote for who you think deserves this week's merit patch. Jrmi had it last week, so I mean, if you want to vote for Jrmi again, I guess you could. But we had a lot of really cool. We had awesome Theodûir with his fire. We had Val killing the spider. We had Moss with his stick. A lot of cool things are going on.
Moss
So
with his stick.
please vote for whoever
So
you
much.
think deserves it this week. We have some thank yous. Oh, I don't think I sent these thank yous to you, Kate.
You
have
can
a
read
few.
them all. Do it. Do you?
I can
Yeah,
read
just
them all.
you
That's
read
fine.
them
Unless you want me to send it to you. How do you want to do it? Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
We'll just
I can
sit
send
here
it to
looking
you.
enthralled.
Yeah. Send them out.
I like Cody's suggestion from last week that we should just read them earnestly because we've done that joke for a while, and I feel like it's better to just
Aw.
be
I
earnest.
feel like we still mispronounce those sometimes.
We might still.
Yeah, that's
we
earnest
definitely
mispronounce,
we
yeah.
earnestly mispronounce.
So while I send this to Kate, Kate, did you want to maybe talk about the patches that they got last week? Do you remember
Yes,
the two?
please.
Yeah. So last week, the drawl earned
Hashtag draw.
2 patches actually.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. They earned the patch called Controller and Silver Tongue.
Controller.
Ooh,
Yeah.
silver tongue.
I guess.
And I will look up this.
So the
unless you follow
controller
me.
is basically if you attack or hit more than 5 targets with a single spell or ability. So we counted
That was Moss.
it was Moss, yes, with the spike growth.
Oh,
yeah, baby.
Because we counted the little baby rust monsters in there as well.
dang it.
Yeah.
Aw,
You got the
little
controller
rust
patch
monsters.
for that one.
I'm sure, like, as I got the patch, I started crying. Like, I didn't mean to.
And then the silver tongue was a little more prosaic. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. What was that, Theo?
I was just saying, you did a good job, Moss.
He's like, it's really
You
dark.
see?
He's like, yes.
This is good work.
Yes.
And the silver tongue one is a little more obvious. Basically, you have to succeed on 3 charisma checks in a single encounter. And since we basically counted the marketplace as one big encounter, you guys easily succeeded at more than 3 charismas as you were gathering information, persuading people. So cool. That's 2 patches you guys have. So Shadowrunner, since you donated, you get to have a PNG of both of those patches, which means so far I think he's got all of the ones you guys have so far.
Yeah.
It's not too late if you guys want to just donate to get the patches.
Yeah, we still have a couple seconds left of our stream. Hurry up and donate.
Yeah, we did.
We need those D20s. So I should have sent them to you, Kate. I think you should have them.
I have them.
Cool. So I don't think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. Kind of in that weird thing again. Do you guys each want to read 2 and then I'll read 1, or how do you want to do it?
Yes.
Sure.
Cool.
Why
Go
not?
for it.
Yeah. Let's. Well, normally we start with inside the merit patch, but it's Kevin's birthday week. Yeah. So Kevin, would you like to start?
Yep.
Yeah, man. Got it.
Yeah, don't put that-
Big thank you to Ryan Davis. Thank
you, Ryan Davis. Hey, it's still Dari. We appreciate it, man.
And another big thank you to Ronald E. Smith.
Hey, Ronald E. Smith. He's pretty cool.
All right, and a huge thank you to Mr. Tony Stark.
Hey, wow, Tony Stark.
Tony
Wow.
Stark.
I feel like you could give a little more than
Yeah.
you're giving,
Nate.
Mr. Stark.
Why are we still raising funds for this, Tony?
Don't be shy, man. If you're a fan.
Yeah. Like a couple $100,000, whatever.
Of course.
And another huge thank you to Lido.
Hey, Lido. We really appreciate it, dude. Thanks for all your support.
Thank you.
We know what's up.
Gerard.
Gerard Lido.
Okay. Thank you. What?
Yeah, no,
Oh,
that's
whoa.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Thank you so much to the Sandman King. Thank
Hey,
you so much,
the
the Sandman King. And also another big shout out to Ashley Rice. Thank you so much.
Hey,
Ashley.
Ashley
Thank you,
Rice.
Ashley
Appreciate
Rice.
Your
Yeah.
patronage means a lot to us.
There you are.
It does.
I just really want to say thank you to Shadowner.
T-shirt cannon.
Yeah, just like two at a time.
Nice.
And also the one and only Daniel Chan.
Hey, Daniel Chan.
Hi,
You're a
Daniel
great
Chan.
friend of ours, Dan. Thanks for coming to the streams, buddy. It means a lot. Awesome. I have one. A big thank you to Jessica Odegaard for all of your support. She's a very nice lady. I have sort of almost met her one time. And she was very nice the one time I sort of almost met her. So thanks, Jessica. Awesome. So do we have a consensus in the poll?
I'm refreshing it. So we're
Cool.
gonna
Check it out.
try
In the
it.
meantime, if you guys like this adventure, you can go to our Patreon if you are a patron, and you can vote for the adventure hook that will inspire the next adventure. I have here the one that we used for this one. It was actually a hook I had used in a previous campaign of mine that both Kate and Cody were players in, so I had to kind of change it a little bit. But here's the hook. Every night in the Underdark, a host of unblinking eyes encircles the campfire, unwilling to come into the light. So, yes, that was the hook. Obviously, you guys saw how that worked out.
Right?
Cool. If you guys want to go and vote on our Patreon right now, you can vote for the next one. There's a couple of good ones in there. There's one about an ancient city and a glacier, which is kind of plot relevant to Junior Adventurers League right now. And there's one about animated objects. And there's one about lake water turning gross and fetid. So check it out. Yeah. Awesome. Any consensus in the poll?
Yes, 100% votes for Val.
Ooh, Val. All right.
Thunderwave Val.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thunderwave Val. That's great. Congrats, Val. And we will be back next week, same time, same place, 4:30. But before we go, obviously, don't forget
Of course.
the motto of the Junior Adventurers League. Everybody ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Party
Party above all.